So I've been mucking around with a new microphone setup. It's now directly in front of me as opposed to being up here. I was complaining to my wife about neck problems, and she was like, well, quit talking up to the sky and you'll be fine. So I'm now experimenting with it directly in front of me once again for that kind of live DJ 101 down here in the deep, deep South kind of vibe.
Until you punch it.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell you. Well, it's not one of those ones I have to worry about punching it, but yeah, I get your point.
Like go to
roll
a good handful of dice and
everybody, welcome back to Sunday night, the continuing saga of the Crucible. Where we last left off, the team having finally kind of in a roundabout way met with each other in the Spire by Fire, coming together for various reasons, as well as having interesting conversations with the patrons of the tavern. They were invited to a little get-together down in the basement later on. While Intrio was put behind the wet bar to kind of serve drinks and to keep the basement gathering well liquored up and well moving along, the team were approached, and it would seem that the Hubatt Corsairs are making a bit of a play, or possibly a move. It's hard to know for sure. But we learned two things last session. One, that if there's a footlocker or chest that gives off some weird vibes, maybe it's actually something you should avoid. But after defeating the mimic and finishing their conversation with trying to remember where I put their names. They're probably right here in my faction notes. If I would just remember the faction notes that I would usually use. Talim Quickfoot, the Halfling, and Dravina Steel Shadow had made a not so much an offer as much as an inquiry regarding these specialized diamonds. It would appear that Ember Brew is attempting to offload them. He does not want to be responsible or complicit in where they might have come from. The source of this was a stranger that went by the name of Regina, who had checked into the room, but under the illusionary guise of a male patron, maybe speaking more to their sense of secrecy or possibly their sense of not wanting to be recognized. After conversation and drinks and snacks, the team decided it's best to follow Karina back to House Loomis and petition the vault keepers there to secure these rare diamonds in the vault, but not before helping herself to a couple of them for not only herself as well as, I believe, Melody as well. Now in possession of some pretty rare and uniquely cut diamonds used specifically for the purposes of enchantment. At which point they had gained access to the estate tower, allowing them to all settle in for a long rest. Although Karina had an interesting conversation with one of House Loomis's academics, seeking more information about where her mentor might be, and also discovering that there's been a recent eyewitness sighting of her sister. With this information, she eventually would retire for the evening. Melody, seeking out a quick conversation with Forn, had decided it was time to maybe test who this Forn is. Who is he really? After the gondola ride up into the central spire, there seemed to be a little bit of uneasiness about Forn's abilities and his purpose for what he has been doing as part of meeting the group. However, after that conversation, Melody, leaving Eritrea asleep down in the main floor, a Traumaton being put into a guard stasis near the main doorway leading into the estate tower. Forn, after Melody leaves, what would you like to do before you start your long rest?
Forn's gonna sit back and look out the window again, one last time, and then look up into the stars And then he's gonna, obviously screw a Traumaton.
Well, he's down on the main floor. You're up on the 6th floor. You're at the highest point of the tower.
I know, but he's got one of my tokens though.
Oh yeah, that's true. He
does. So he's just gonna hear the voice, Trauma. There's an intruder coming in the main door. You better hurry out there. They're big. They got blades. I'm not sure if we can handle it. He has no way to respond. It's just this is the random message he hears.
Yeah.
Ironically, he's also muted.
Yeah, he is also muted, which is ironic as hell.
What's up, kitty cats? So I am already sitting by the main door. So I just his head just kind of pops up as like a little turret and does a quick scan. I know Foreign is on the top floor. Could I roll a strength check and just see if I could chuck like basically a cannonball where I think he is?
This is my home. Excuse me.
Hold on, my StreamYard keeps defaulting me to a different microphone. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you went away for a minute.
It's muted now.
Yep. Anybody can read his lips. I think he just said we all. I think he just said we all leveled up, and we can take 2 HP.
Yay! That was quick.
And 100 gold apiece. Is that what I?
Ooh.
That's what I just.
Yeah, I read it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, still muted. I don't know if you can hear us.
How about that?
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot leave the studio, else it'll terminate the link. So I'm just gonna have to make do.
Is it maybe a short in the other mic cable?
No, it's StreamYard. StreamYard needs to patch the latest Windows patch to introduce new audio files. So, StreamYard is a browser platform that requires them to do the patch, not for us to do the patch. So I will have to muddle through and hopefully keep it down to a minimum. So with that,
Traumaton, you 100 gold and
all of which has been immediately deleted from my memory bank. A Traumaton, you hear Forn's warning in your kind of static stasis, like you're in that static stasis mode where you're not quite you're not quite awake or you're not quite asleep. You're just kind of in a meditative state when you hear Forn say that to you.
All right. So I think my head kind of pops up like a turret because I'm already kind of beside the main door.
Yeah.
It just kind of turns to scan it. And when I get pissed, so I wanted to see if there was like a heavy object, like I saw a cannonball or something that I could try to.
Yeah, that's a little too specific. So as your head pivots up and you go to open the door swings open and there's 2 people clad in black leather. One of them looks to be in the process of picking the lock. The other one, surprised to see you open the door, brings up a short sword and slams it towards you.
Oh.
I need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Hey. So we did not get a long rest then.
No, you did not.
Let me undo my spell changes.
All right. Let me find my physical dice. 18.
Eritrea, what is your passive perception, please?
That's just the bonus on it.
That's the one straight underneath.
Under the saving throws?
Saving throws.
Oh, yeah, past the perception. 12.
12. I'm still going to have you roll initiative, but this will not wake you up in the immediate sense of a Traumaton's surprise. I got an 18 for a Traumaton. Ooh, those are some solid sound asleep initiatives right there. So, Traumatod, as you swing open the door, you're surprised to see two leather-clad individuals kind of immediately in front of the door that you open. Let me get them and you set up in the appropriate location. One right there. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. All right. So this is the door you open after hearing Thorn's message. They're right in the doorway, picking the lock as you open it.
So cute, little trauma.
Yeah,
Aw.
little Traumaton, right?
Oh, I thought you said you could make him bigger.
I can, but the problem is it makes the stand bigger.
Okay.
And it
So
then
I've
thinks
become a
that you're,
massive or whatever.
yeah, you become massive, not bigger. Not
Okay.
that not that should worry you at all. I'm just
Aw.
saying.
I think trauma is a perfectly cromulent size.
All right. So with that in mind, they are going to get a surprise round on you. So one melee strike at a 18 to hit.
All right, I believe that will hit. Let me get back to my tab.
Okay.
Yes, that will hit.
That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage. The other one is going to do an unarmed strike at you. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
No, that will not hit.
Okay. That'll not hit. You are up, a Traumaton. Thorn, what is your passive perception?
16.
16. You would definitely hear the beginnings of a scuffle drifting up from down below. In fact, as you give that false message to a Traumaton, you kind of look out the window. You can see shadows and you can hear noises. It does not sound like a Traumaton has fallen for the bait. There's something else going on. Melody, what is your passive perception?
It's a 12.
Yep, you are currently asleep. Karina, what is your passive perception?
It's 12, and does that mean I get a short rest?
But didn't you leave evil on watch?
I did leave
You
evil.
did.
On
You feel a shock, kind of necrotic energy in your mind. You are suddenly warged into evil's eyes, and through evil's eyes, who's perched up on one of the bookcases staring at the doors, you can see a Traumaton being attacked by two individuals in blackened leather. So you are currently awake and aware at this point.
Well, and also, did I get the short rest?
Well, you can take a short rest. You could click a short rest if you want to. Definitely not a long rest.
I want to check on the thing and everything.
Eritrea, what'd you get for initiative?
13.
13. All right. So I'll
Move
put
it
you
right back up
above.
this.
Yeah. But currently you're unaware of what's going on because you're still in a sleep. All right. That'll take us to the top of the round. A Traumaton, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
I am curious, would I get any kind of surprise attack on them? Because they clearly were not expecting to have a giant robot just throw open a door on them.
Yeah, unfortunately, their surprise round is because of a feat that they have. They cannot be surprised.
Gotcha. Okay, so the one that hit me with the sword, I'm going to rage at him.
Go for it.
Clicking on rage. I'm going to attempt to hit him with one of my flails.
I'm going to bring up my markers.
Yeah, and I might study.
Does with our 4 AP, this is our first fight with the 4 AP, right?
Yes, it is. You have $4 to spend.
Yeah. So the rage doesn't count as $1, right? Or does?
Yeah, going into a rage is an action point.
Okay, so I still have 3 total action points.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to attempt to hit him with one of my flails. I'm just reading that because I'm not used to being a barbarian anymore.
No worries. Go for it.
Anymore?
right.
What?
I was a barbarian in a different campaign not that long ago.
Oh.
right, that is a 21 to hit.
21 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
All right.
It's not a +5, is it?
Go again.
To armor class.
Oh, it is. It would be exactly a +5.
Awesome.
You get to add an extra D4 of damage to that.
Nice.
Way to
Floor
be on
dice.
top of
Cool.
that.
All right, let me
Floor
redo that
dice.
'cause I kind of
keeping all these
floor dice.
Floor dice.
keeping all these fancy new rules in my head, like at the forefront now that we
Well,
start
don't
fighting.
forget.
I'm like,
Well, don't forget
refresh the rules. Refresh the rules.
Yeah, the homebrew rules are pinned in the Discord. So
Oh yeah.
All right, that is a total of 10 damage because that is
Nice.
with my rage +2.
yeah, the flail slamming into the rib cage of the guy directly in front of you that had kind of brought his sword down into your metal form. You hear a cracking sound, and like this wound just peels open in his rib cage, and he's bleeding down. He looks very rough.
All right, so that is what my second total event
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Your second total event thing. That's called an
Yeah.
action point. You spent $2. You got $2 left.
All right. I'm gonna try to hit the other guy as well, like the one that I didn't just hit with the first flail.
Okay, go
So,
for it. It'll still be at disadvantage on the
Oh,
strike.
so,
Yep.
all right, so this one's at disadvantage. That's fine.
Unless you use 2 action points to make it a straight roll.
That's true. I do have
Correct.
2 total, so I might as well hit him with advantage.
Go for it. Yeah,
Or well, with what it'd be straight roll, right?
I'm sorry. You're
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
it'd be a straight roll.
It's been a
Go for it.
long day, bud.
I know. Anytime I can
That's
help
okay.
rules lawyer, I'm down for it.
That is only a 9, unfortunately.
A 9. The second guy ducks underneath your flail as it kind of slams and cracks into the door. Eritrea, that'll create enough noise for you to kind of like your eyes kind of crack open as you can hear some kind of fight breaking out. You kind of sit up in the chair that you're sleeping in, and you're looking about 30 feet across to your right. You can see that a Traumatron is currently fighting 2 individuals, but then you also look off to your right, and you can see 2 other individuals coming in through the backside window.
Oh, before he goes, as a free action, can I just kind of? I'm kind of trying to do this. Not, God, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. I'm not speaking, but it's kind of like a talking thing. Instead of doing like a yell, just kind of emit like a siren whoop.
Like a klaxon sign.
Yeah, just try to
Yeah.
just try to wake people up.
Yeah, going on. I got you. And I'll say that noise going off as your free action will wake everybody up that's currently sleeping in the tower. So, Melody, you hear it. Eventually, Fawn, you hear it to confirm your suspicion. Karina, you feel the warg effect of evil kind of break apart as you realize something is going on downstairs as well. However, it is the bad guy's turn with Eritrea on deck. So these guys are going to spend 2 action points each to get over to Eritrea. And each of them will take an attack on you, Eritrea. One is a 12 and the other one is a 15.
Those both hit.
Oh.
A 12 hits?
I have an
Are you
11
what?
AC.
Are you wearing your armor?
Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe that's the problem.
My guess is you probably forgot to equip your armor. If you are even wearing armor.
All right,
I
now
mean,
that's a 15. I have a 15 AC. So one of
there
those-
you go.
One of those hits.
One will hit. That'll be 6 points of slashing damage as the blades.
I'm down with that.
You're already down.
I only have 6 HP.
Ooh,
What's your con modifier?
My con is -2.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. So much
Alexa,
fun on
you're
those
falling
negative
down
cons.
on your consulting job as Eritrea is knocked prone onto the ground. These
That
guys will
was
then use their final AP to get behind a Traumaton. And that'll finish their turn. The two in front of you at Traumatron are going to take swipes at you. One is going to be a critical fail. As the sword comes at you, it kind of pings off your metal housing, your metal casing, and his blade sticks into the door, and he's going to spend the rest of his round trying to pull the blade out of the door. The other guy got a 6, which is going to miss. He's then going to spend 2 AP to take a regular second strike. That is going to be that's regular. So that's going to be a 14 for the second strike. He's got 1 AP left. He is going to attempt to run by you his 30 feet to get in. You can take an attack of opportunity if you want to.
I will absolutely take an attack of opportunity.
All right, go for it.
All right. What did I roll there? That is a 19.
19 will hit. Roll for damage.
Nice.
Okay.
There we go.
What do we use? That is a 6 plus a d4. 6 plus 4 plus d4. So I'm sorry. That is a 13.
What'd you roll to hit?
To hit?
Yeah.
19.
19. That is not plus 5, so that's not heavy.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Well,
Yep.
I'm not. God, forgive me then. So let me remove that d3. So I rolled a 6, and my modifier is a plus 4, so that is 10 damage.
10 points of damage. As he goes racing by you to get inside, your flail slams him in the knee, and you hear this cracking sound as the left side of his knee splits open, and he finishes limping the rest of the way. He's looking very rough as well. All right. I'll finish the bad guy's turn. Eritrea, go ahead and give me a death save, if you would, please.
Welcome to the group, buddy.
Is it already time for him to make a death save? Because
because
he got downed on that previous.
He
turn.
got down during
on
their turn.
Okay.
And it's now the top of his turn. So yeah, he's
Bummer.
got a
12.
Yeah.
So 1 success.
that is one success. Yes. With that, Karina, you're beginning to hear a full-fledged fight breaking out down on the main floor. I believe you are on the second floor with Melody on the third floor, and then Foreign all the way at the top. It'll take you 3 AP of movement to get down to the bottom of the tower, Karina.
Can I see anything from the stairs, or is the stairs like...
They're circular bound.
Okay, so no being a coward, I guess.
Oh, no, you can still be a coward if you want. I'm just saying, you got to run out your door. You look up the stairs of the tower, and you could hear Foreign possibly coming. You're not sure. You could hear maybe Melody reacting as well. But as you look down, you can see shadows. You can hear noises. You can see that the base of the stairs are clear, at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run downstairs, but I'll do what I can to stay hidden.
Give me a stealth check then, as you decide to do it cautiously.
19.
Nice. At the end of your turn, you make it down to the base of the stairs to see an unconscious Eritrea on the ground and 4 leather-clad figures, 3 of who are engaging a traumaton, and another one that seems to be coming back into the center of the room. That will finish your turn, unless you want a free action evil to do something.
Ooh, okay. And also just a question about cantrips with this system, because in the previous system they counted as a bonus action. Do they count the same as normal spells for this one?
Correct. There's still an action point for a cantrip. So spells are 2 action points, and a cantrip is a single action point.
Okay, that makes sense. My
So
free
the only
action...
thing you got available to yourself right now is a free action.
I'm gonna ask Evil to stay, like, to circle the area to make sure that there aren't anybody else coming in.
All right. He will head outside through one of the
Oh,
open
he's
windows.
inside.
Yeah. So he'll head outside and keep an eye out and see if there's more coming. Because he can just go out through one of the windows and make it out with no problem.
Oh, nice.
All right. That'll finish your turn. Ford, you are up with Melody on deck.
Can I? So where is my room? Is my room directly over the main door here?
Your
Or
room
like
is
the window I was looking out, rather.
Yeah, the window area near this main door right here.
Okay.
So your window from the outside of the tower would be looking down towards this main door. The only reason you noticed something was the sound of the scuffle, breaking out.
Yeah, well, and hearing all that, my thought was if I can grab the bed sheet, tie something off, and hop out the window.
There's some creativity in that. It could also be dangerous. You're 6 floors up.
Yeah. I don't know a quicker way down to support, unless I grab the sheet and go to the just start hopping down the rings of the stairwell.
All 4 of your AP to get to the bottom of the stair.
Okay. I can still roll whatever you need me to roll for.
Well,
but the idea being, I'm out and then getting down the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend all 4p to get down there, but if you decide to be stealthy, then it's going to be 1 AP to stealth and then 3 AP to get as far down as you can.
Well, okay, then let me stop at the top landing there. So not before I get to the bottom. That way I can stealth. So to try and stealth at the top of the stairs.
This glitch is going to haunt me tonight. Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth test if you do that.
Okay.
Why did you go miss?
That's a 14.
Get your model back. I don't know why it went missing.
Oh, we lost your mic. You're muted. It was the mute button, though, not the just can't hear you from nothing.
No, what happens is it
did it again. I'm sorry to laugh.
What's going on?
We've lost our connection to the gods.
I don't know how to fix it because now it's happening every couple seconds. So I'm
Should
not
we-
really.
Fighting for control.
I don't know if my concern is if I leave, it could.
It's gone.
What if could you unplug the other mic, the one that's we're still here.
I think in the past he's left and we've been able to stay up. So hopefully he can just pop in and out.
We're here now.
Yeah, no, do we want to make up what happens next? I think we can do it.
Oh,
Hey, what are we gonna do?
We totally beat the bad guys.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, the bad guys all have a conniption and just kind of fall over. That's nice.
And it's really embarrassing for them also, like the way we beat them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think one of them slips on a banana peel.
Yeah.
I think they tripped over my fainted body.
Oh, can't hear you now. I can see you talking.
So the
Oh no.
It started and stopped. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to fix this tonight. I don't know why this is so bad. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have another microphone.
No. We can't hear you now.
Again.
We can hear you for a split second.
Why does it keep muting him?
Yeah. Is there a way to, like, through the Discord chat or something, to do sound through that?
We might have to keep doing this because it's like it's just doing it for no reason. Like, there's nothing. Like there's no. There's no. I'm not getting anything that tells me this happens. It's blue. That's like out of the blue. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Let's see how long it lasts. Unfortunately, it wipes out all the chat stuff.
Yep, did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can just do like bad audio, just like removing the stuff and just using the computer thing.
Yeah, like the built-in.
The problem is if we switch to the Discord audio, no one else is going to be able to hear us. So
right.
That's the other problem. I am going to take a gamble here. I'm going to leave you guys in charge. I'm going to completely restart my system and see if there's a patch that I missed. So it might take me 5 minutes, but I'm going to leave you guys in charge, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, great. Good luck.
Okay, so Traumaton just absolutely just tries to recruit these guys in the cause, right?
It does feel like Trauma could maybe just handle this entirely on his own.
Just pure persuasion. Just pure persuasion.
I mean, all I'm going to do is sit at the top of stairs and watch, you know.
And I think after he kills them, we find a lot of gold on their clothes, right?
Well, we all get the XP, even though Trauma did all the work, right?
That seems only fair.
And I actually get some sort of special thing where I'm allowed to adjust my ability scores at will.
Yeah.
So,
the book of scoring. You find the magic book of scoring.
Ryan, what are your like two highest scores in? Like I assume one's wisdom, what's the other one?
charisma.
Or is it okay? Oh, gotcha.
Like I said, I rolled insanely well for a berserker. Like, Trauma is not a wise robot. He is not a particularly smart robot, but he is extremely tough and extremely strong.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with that I went with so high on charisma. I think I had some attitude I wanted for this character, but the fact that Khan is my worst was just silly of me.
Yeah, maybe just rearrange it. Like we're so early in the characters, maybe just rearrange it after this session.
Yeah.
If it helps any
that's always an option.
It is bad too. We're a squishy bunch, except for one extra. Well, two. No, okay. Wait, no, we have some tough fighters to carry the weights of.
It feels like last game, Spot was pretty squishy for the vast majority of it. They were just really dexterous, so they could kind of move out of the way of everything.
I mean, in what sense was he squishy? Because he had like 250 hit points at the end, didn't he?
But that's because of I ended up dumping a whole bunch of points into Khan as I would level up, because he started off like they ended the game with I think an 8 intelligence and
what?
Yeah. Spot was not a smart kitty. Spot was a wise kitty. They were not a smart kitty.
Look, Earthen's
they were a ginger kitty. I hate to tell you guys that.
He did not have the brain cell.
Spot did not have the brain cell.
At level 20, Earthen's HP was 70.
That's so wild.
That's right.
Because I had a -1 to Constitution and a -2 to Strength.
Yeah.
The fact that you are not the person who kept dying is really remarkable, though.
I stayed far away from everything.
I think I definitely rezzed Earthen more than anyone else, or healed him more than anyone else.
You picked me up from 0 a lot. Oh, somebody sneezed in my direction. Sorry, I'm down. It's COVID. I'm out. Sorry.
Oh man. Don't jinx me with that shit. I'm 4 years in and I haven't caught it yet.
Me too.
Oh man, one of my buddies just tested positive today.
Oh no!
For like the fourth time.
People around me have gotten it, but my daughters and myself have not.
Oh, that's
my husband
awesome.
got it like
That's pretty cool.
like early on, like April of 2020.
Yeah.
I have, as far as I know, never gotten it. But like I got to be the test case at work for our COVID policy. It was awesome. It wasn't. It sucked.
Yeah, I remember I worked at a restaurant and it was like a week after the shutdown. My boss called me and he's like, "Hey, the party we had in that day, 2 days before the shutdown, 10 people tested positive for COVID." And I had been feeling like crap, and I called my doctor, and my doctor's like, "You're not gonna be able to get a test anywhere. Just if you start to feel really bad, go to the hospital." So I think I had it, but no idea if it actually went through.
Like I said, that was an awesome, super fun case on mine because, when people were actually taking it seriously real early on. Oof.
Right.
Oh, is he
Hello.
more or less? Hi. So
You
we
guys-
agree. We all agree. Trauma is recruiting the minions.
Well, we'll see how long this lasts. I found a patch that was outstanding. I patched the system. We'll see.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Looks
we'll see.
okay. Sounds okay so far.
Yeah, it seems a
Yeah.
lot clearer now.
Yeah, I'll see if this helps. All right. So where were we? I think Thorn. We
into my
just
turn,
finished
yeah.
Thorn's turn, right?
Yep.
Because
And I rolled.
you do not make it all the way down the stairs because you have a stealth of 14.
Yep, at a 14. Yep,
Okay.
and a dog bite.
That'll bring up Melody.
All right. Well, how many action points does it take me just to get down the stairs?
For you,
Yeah.
because you were lower than everyone else. I'll say it takes you 2 of your action points of movement. to
Okay.
get downstairs.
So I will, if I can, sprint. I'll sprint all the way over to Eretrio, if I can reach him.
Ooh,
Just kind of like do a leap over Thorn, leap over Karina.
Gotcha. And that'll get you. Let's see. That'll be 3 AP to get you in base with him.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I will. I'll do lay on hands on him and say, "Get up, pretty boy."
Casting shade in the middle of the night, I tell you.
So you'll only have 1 hit point, but you will be up.
That's wonderful.
All right, so you are still prone, but your eyes flare open as you feel Melody's kind of divine energy bring you back to consciousness.
I look at her and I say, "I think I love you."
Oh.
That's what they all say.
Hi, Charles.
Oh my god. All right. That'll finish round 1. Take us to the top of the second round. Automatron, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
Okay, I want to wail on the guy that I hurt really bad the first time
Okay,
with
go for it.
1 action point.
Yep.
So, all right. What is that? Ooh, that is a 25 to hit. So I'm going to assume that's
That is
bad.
brutal. That is 2d4 of extra damage on top of your regular damage roll. Go for it.
All right. Oh, cool. I actually rolled a 10 on my D10, so that is a 14 already.
Nice. There's just this sickening sound of your flail going through his rib cage and down into his hip bones, and you just nearly bifurcate him, and his eyes roll up into his head, and he collapses to the ground dead.
Okay. Can I do an unarmed strike on the other one, the one that was actively picking the lock? I want to pin
That's
him
the
against
one that ran by you.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you have 2 more behind you.
Oh, okay. The one's behind me. So not the one I hit. Okay. I'm going to charge at the guy in red. At least he looks red.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And I assume that was 2 total of my action points.
1 AP to attack, 1 AP to move. You've got 2 left.
All right. So I'm going to use my last one to try to hit him up.
You have
I'll use
2 left.
2 of mine. Yeah.
You have
I'll
2
use
left.
2 of mine to hit him with a
It's not a
Not-
disadvantage because it's you've moved on. Oh no, it's right. It's concurrent. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
So you lose your last 2 AP to make a regular attack. Go for it.
That's fine. That's all good.
Okay.
Oh, what are we? That is a 23. I gotta do math with my regular dice.
23 will hit. That will be a heavy, not a brutal.
Okay. D10. Where are you, D10? All right, that is 8 plus a D4. That is 12 damage.
Nice. That guy's looking a little bit rough. Your flail slamming up into his shoulder, down into his ribs as well. This huge wound, and he's immediately looking a little bit rough. That'll finish Automatron. The bad guys are up. This one is going to see Melody and spend 1 AP to move into base with you, Melody. It's going to take a swing at you. That is going to be a 7. That will miss. He is going to take a second swing at you with his final 2 AP. That is going to be a 15 plus 3 is an 18 to hit. That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, Automatron, you actually only had 3 AP to spend because of your reaction the previous round.
Okay. Well,
But that's fine.
So
We'll let
you
that
want-
slide.
I was gonna say, do we want to take one of the D4s away from that guy? Because I actually rolled a 4 on that D4.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's a fair balance. So we'll make it
Okay.
6 points of damage
Or
instead of 10.
It would be 8 points because it was a total
Or
of
8
4.
points instead of 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Or instead of 12. Yeah.
I knew what you meant. We know what you mean.
yeah.
Math is hard.
All right. Let's see. This guy's going to move away. You can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Absolutely, I will.
Yeah, go
Well,
for it.
attacks
I'll
of
mark it.
opportunity.
He's
All
going to
right.
move away from you.
What are you? Where are you, dice? That is 23 again.
23. That'll be a heavy hit. So you get an extra D4 on top of your damage roll.
All right, that is a. That's not a great roll, but whatever. Live with that. That is 5. That is 9. 9 points of damage.
Okay. Your flail slamming into him as he goes running by. That's 1 AP. He'll use his next AP to get in base with Melody, then take a shot at you, Melody.
Come on.
That is going to be a 12 to hit.
That'll miss.
He'll use his final AP at disadvantage. That is going to be a 12 to hit as well. Both
Miss.
shots missing you. Automatron, the guy that you grievously wounded, is going to take his shot at you.
Mhm.
That is going to be a 7. That'll miss. His next shot with 2 AP will be a regular strike. That'll be a 6. And then his final AP, because he didn't move, is going to be a disadvantage on his next strike. That is going to be a 15 to hit on his.
No, that does not hit.
Yeah, it's just like spark after spark, like hitting your metal housing, unable to get through your armor. That'll finish their turn. Air Trio, you are up with Karina on deck.
So there's a guy that's next to a Traumaton, correct?
Yep, there's one next to a Traumaton and 2 in base with Melody.
Okay. And those
you're
are the
right
only
here.
3 left in the room.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
All right. I'm going to just try to take out the guy next to a Traumaton with the crossbow.
All right.
So.
Do you want to stand up first, or are you going to do it from
Oh
your
yeah, I
phone?
should probably stand up. That's a good call.
So that's 1 AP to stand
That's
up,
1
and you
AP to
still
stand.
have half your movement available if you want to move first.
Yeah, I'll move away from these guys a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of
Bring you out.
Perfect.
Right there.
Perfect.
I should do that. That's easier.
And then use another.
Your 1 AP
for
to move.
crossbow.
You got 3 AP left.
So 1 to crossbow.
Yep, go for it.
which will be, where's my D20? Come on. 11.
11. You watch as the crossbow bolt goes in between a Traumaton and the person he's fighting and sticks into the door behind him.
I'm going to use another one, but would this be a disadvantage if I only used one, correct?
Correct.
So I'll use my last 2 to try to take him down.
Go for it.
Well, that first roll is a nat 1. No, thank you.
So, because you used 2 AP, you did a
Oh,
regular
it's just
roll.
at regular. Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah. You, all of you immediately hear a shattering noise as the crossbow just comes apart in Eritrio's hands. The cable breaks, the levering system kind of jams and malfunctions as the crossbow is currently non-operable after you tried to pull the trigger. That'll finish your turn. Karina, you are up with Forn on deck.
Okay.
You're currently right here. You're hidden. You don't get the sense that anyone has noticed you yet.
So I'm gonna start by doing True Strike
Nice.
and trying to get a sense of who they are, what their weaknesses are, why they're here.
True Strike will give you a little bit about them as they are in combat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your magic grants you brief insight into the target's defenses, and on your next turn you gain advantage on your first attack roll, and yeah, that's all.
And which one do you want to target? There's these two, and then one back here.
The one's closer to me.
Okay, so this guy or this guy?
The one closest, I guess, would probably be the
Right here.
easiest.
Okay, and that's a cantrip, correct?
Yes.
Okay, they're fast. They don't appear to be carrying anything of value. Like you're glancing at their form. They're quiet and they're fast. They feel like assassins, is what they feel like.
Oh, great. Okay, I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
You have to be hit first, I think, for Hellish Rebuke. be
You
cast.
point a finger at a creature
it's a
that's damaged.
reaction.
Oh, yes. Never mind. Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Which are cantrips. So, yeah, go for it. Spend an AP to cast Eldritch Blast.
Hey, you. Oh, okay, Charles.
So 17 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. It's not heavy, but it hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, great. It's 1.
1 point of force damage. You've got 2 AP left.
Huh. Being level 1 is hard. I don't have
You know what? I'm going to clip that. That is so true. Just clip that marker.
I guess I'm going to do Eldritch Blast again.
That'll be at disadvantage unless you spend 2 AP to make it a regular roll.
Well, my only other option is Cause Fear, and I don't see that helping in this particular moment.
Well, you have,
Well,
you
why
have
not?
2 AP left, don't you?
Oh, wait, I have a gun.
I hope your character actually said that out loud.
Yeah, I'm going to say she did. Yeah, that's
Okay, nice. I have a gun.
You finger guns first, and it's just like, and she pulls out the actual gun.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, take the shot. You pull it out. Because it's not a cantrip, it's a regular attack roll with 1 AP.
It's gonna be 14 to hit.
14 just barely misses as you watch the round ricochet on the floor and bounce up and away from the guy.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna
You got
try
1
and
AP
shoot him.
left.
Uh,
Oh, you should Eldritch Blast, right? Because one's a spell ranged attack, the other one's a a melee ranged attack. Melee ranged attack? Ranged attack?
A physical, non-magical ranged attack, right?
Yeah. It feels like that wouldn't cause disadvantage. So if you want, you can make a regular Eldritch Blast if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. You're basically a machine gun. I love it.
Most people have two
In
hands,
addition
and
to
they
the real
fire
gun.
two, but you have like a finger gun and an actual gun, and you're
No.
just dual.
I imagine it's like a
wielding.
little. What'd you get?
8 hits.
What'd you roll to hit?
8.
8. You watch as the Eldritch Blast drifts by harmlessly, not striking the assassin. That will finish your turn. Born, you are up with Melody on deck.
Okay, so I am hidden, right? Or I don't know. Did that stealth work for the 15?
So far they haven't noticed you.
Okay. I will first, as my first action, I'll cast Hex because I'm a Hex blood, and so I'm gonna Hex the guy that she just Eldritch poked.
Eldritch poked. Eldritch poked. I guess that's one way of putting it. I do not have a marker for that, so I will write that one down. He's hexed. That's 1 AP. You got 3 left.
Yep, and then I'm going to burn 2 AP, pull out my long gun,
Nice.
and take. And the hex for him is, let's say, dexterity.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he'll
Good
get
call.
disadvantage on dex. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out, the big gun, and line up my shot, and so I'll take the first shot with advantage. Double 18s.
Ooh.
Oh, that means something.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Gambler's luck.
Woo!
So you automatically max your dice.
Yep. That's with the big gun too. That's 2d12 plus 3.
Nice.
So that's 24, 27 plus a d6 from Hex.
Oh.
So
what's
the Hex
total?
the Hex is also a full damage?
Yes, anything that's a dice roll is a full damage.
Okay, without rolling anything yet. That's and if you want to back this gun off by 1d12 at the start right now, I'm okay with that, because right now the gun's 2d12.
Well, yeah, I think we were going to augment yours. You should be
Right.
1d12.
So 1d12. Okay, that's
until
fine.
you finish tinkering with the gun. Yeah.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, because that seemed like a lot to do at level 1.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
okay, so that's 12 plus 3, 15, 21 without rolling.
You don't even need to roll. Melody, you just watch as the guy's standing next to you, and the next thing you know, there's this explosion, this like a gunshot
Pink mist.
going off, and then this pink mist, and the headless guy just kind of totters over the ground.
Thank you.
Yeah, Melody doesn't even like twitch. She's just like, thanks, Ford.
And I'm gonna, with my last AP, I'll move the Hex now that guy's dead onto the other guy next to Melody.
You cannot see him yet.
Okay, well then I'll hop down the stairs.
That's your final AP to move.
Yeah, and I'll just stay like kind of behind the chair area if I can make it that far.
You want to be behind right here?
Around behind that chair, yeah.
Okay. So that will finish Foreign's turn. Melody, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the 3rd round.
All right. Well, I got this one guy in front of me, so I'm going to take a swing at him with my longsword. Let's see.
Go for it.
That is 5 plus 4 is a 9. That's not going to
He
work.
ducks underneath your slashing longsword.
All right. Let me spend 2 action points then to do another attack straight.
Okay.
That's a 13 plus 4 is a 17.
17 will hit. Not a heavy,
All
but
right.
hits. Go ahead
All
and
right,
roll for
excellent.
damage.
Okay, so I'm rolling 1d10. What's the d12?
I think I found the microphone culprit.
Uh-oh.
It might be
That's a good thing.
Discord.
All right, that's 8 points of damage to him.
8 points. Nice.
And then I have one more action point. Should I just try and attack with is it double or triple disadvantage at this point?
It'd just be a disadvantage. Oh, well, it'd be double disadvantage since you didn't use multiple action points to make it a regular strike. So
Okay.
you'd roll 3d20 and take the lower of the 3 rolls.
All right. Yeah, let me go for it.
All right.
All right. There's a nat 20 in there, but there's also a 7. So 7 plus 4 is 11, which I
11.
assume
That
does
one will
not
miss
hit.
as you just kind of go in blow after blow, only landing one of the strikes.
All right.
That'll finish Melody's turn. Top of the 3rd round. Traumaton, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
All right. I'm curious, before I make this attack, if I want to do an unarmed strike, can I basically just grab him? I don't necessarily want to do
That's not
damage
another
to him.
strike. That's a grapple.
Okay, because that's what I thought. That I wanted to make sure I could just kind of pull him behind me if I have to. Yeah, I want to try to grapple the guy in front of me.
Okay, go for it. Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, okay. I actually just rolled a 19 on that. I'll do athletics, so that is a 25. I rolled a 19.
Acrobatics for me is a 12.
Yeah, I think we won.
So that's 1 AP to grapple him.
Uh-huh.
So he's
All right,
now grappled.
So I want to drag him behind me. And how many feet is it to get to the other guy?
It is going. You move half your movement when you're grappling somebody. So it'll take you 2 AP. That's 15 to grapple him over to here. So you've got 1 AP left.
Okay, so it's at double disadvantage if I wanted to try to do anything to...
It's at disadvantage if you want to try to strike him.
Okay. I want to try to hit the guy that I'm not grappling. So
Gotcha. So that would...
With...
Yep. Okay.
All right, so... All right. So that's plus...
Now, here's the thing, though. If you hit the guy that you're not grappling, it'll release the grapple.
Oh, okay. I figured since
Because you're holding on to him like this.
Is he just trying? Are you trying to just slam one guy into the other guy?
No, what was in my head, what I had is I had like one of my claws is like wrapped around his tunic.
All right,
and
we'll
just
go for that because
dragging
you
him
keep
behind.
forgetting your form is bigger than the model. So
Yeah,
we can
I'm
go
a
with
lot
that.
bigger than the guy.
Yeah,
Okay. So. All
But
right.
and it's not a disadvantage because this is your first strike.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, the first thing I rolled was what was it? What was my hit? The first thing I rolled was a 21.
21. Nice. That'll hit. That'll be a heavy hit. Get an extra D4 on that one.
Okay. What is my dice? That is 5, 9 plus 4. Plus 4. That is 11 to hit the guy in front of me.
11 points. You watch as a Traumaton drags the other guy over, grappled under one of his like massive arms, gets next to this one, and his other massive flail arm comes down into the backside of that one, and they just collapse dead onto the ground.
Yeah.
As
That'll
a
finish a Traumaton's turn.
for a free action, can I just kind of look at the guy that I'm grappling and just be like, just kind of yell at him like, yield?
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh,
What are those?
who are these guys?
Yeah, where did this guys come from?
Almost 4
Hey,
dice.
friend.
Where is it? Intimidation plus 4. That is 21.
21. He is definitely cowering. You watch as he drops his weapon as if he's giving up. At that moment, you hear 2 doors break open as 4 more arrive through the other side of the doors on the other side of the room.
Since Evil was outside looking for something like that, do we get any kind of like?
Unfortunately, they beat his passive.
Uh,
All right. So that'll say it's an AP for them to arrive. So they've got 3 AP left. This one will get into base with Air Trio. He will take a shot. That is a 12. That'll miss. And then a disadvantage on his next one. That is an 8. That'll miss as well. 2 AP, 3 AP, and 4 AP to get into base with Thorn. 1, 2, and 3 to get in base with Melody. And he'll take 1 shot. That is 11. That'll miss.
Yep.
Remember, they're level 1 too, guys.
Thank God.
1, 2. You know what? 2 to get into base with Air Trio. That is going to be 12. That'll miss as well. Next one at disadvantage. Ooh, that's a natural 20 and a 9. That's another 12. So both those will miss. That'll finish the bad guy's turn. Air Trio, you are up with Karina on deck.
So it's to cast a spell, it's 2 points, correct?
Correct. Cantrips
Okay.
are 1 point. Spells are 2.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. You got 2 AP left. Go ahead and roll your Cure Wounds.
Why is it getting blocked? So that's 9, so I'm up to full health.
Nice. All 6 of your hit points are back?
Yes. Exactly. And how close am I to Melody and Karina and a Traumaton?
From your vantage point, you can see a Traumaton in front of the fireplace. He's got one of the guys grappled who's currently in the process of like giving up. Melody's right here in base with another one. Thorn is here, and Karina is at the base of the stairs.
How many feet am I roughly from them?
10, 15, 20, 20, 20. I would say on average 20 feet from the closest. Karina being 30 feet away.
All right, I'm gonna cast Bless on and use it on a Traumaton, Melody, and Thorn.
Nice.
Love it.
Thorn is.
can't help but notice that one person was not included.
Well, you're probably out of range.
That's
That's the reason.
so that's
And
D4 on attack rolls and saving throws. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
awesome.
and you are concentrating on bless.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's my turn.
That was 2 AP to cast bless. You still have 2 AP left.
But I used to use Cure Wounds on myself.
That's right. Okay.
No, I'm done.
Perfect. I'll finish your turn. Karina, you are up with Thorn on deck.
I feel like Karina's going to attack Eritrea for not blessing her.
You bastard! Now no one gets blessed.
If I can have the bless, then nobody can.
All right, Karina, you're up with Thorn on deck.
Hey, that's a lot of assassins. Just out of curiosity, is there any way for me to contact like my superiors in the university, like my mentor and stuff like that? Or do
Yeah,
I
you
just...
can run out the door and head over to their administrative buildings and give them a heads up. Or you can have Evil do it. They'll take an AP for you to quickly warg into Evil and have him go do it.
No, I don't want them to know about Evil.
Fair. He is creepy. The creepy crow.
Yes. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna keep Eldritch blasting and hope something hits.
Okay, who's your target?
Whoever is the closest.
Okay, be the one engaged with Thorn. Go ahead and make the ranged spell attack.
Wow, I am. Oh no, okay, 13.
13 will miss, however, as you watch the Eldritch Blast soar past the guy engaged with fighting Thorn.
Okay, another Eldritch Blast.
If you do it with 1 AP, that's going to be a disadvantage. You
Oh.
spend 2 AP and do a regular one if you want.
In this case, would 3 be advantage for that?
No, you can only spend a
Oh, you
maximum of 2 AP.
Okay.
Okay, back to the gun, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a shot with the gun.
Oh, 18. Oh, 19.
18.
19.
There we go.
19 will definitely hit. Not heavy, but hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
6 points. Nice. Foreign, as this guy gets up in your grill, took a swipe at you and missed. There's a nice little bullet hole, like right in his shoulder, as you can hear Karina behind you, like taking that shot. Got 1 AP left.
1 AP left.
No, you got 2 AP left. Sorry, because you switched. You went between
Yep.
gun and Eldritch Blast. If you go back to Eldritch Blast, you could go ahead and repeat the cycle.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess so. More Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it.
Why am I rolling so bad with Eldritch Blast? This is an 8. That's an abomination.
no.
Yeah, that one's gonna miss as well. Take
That
your
was
final.
a 2 plus 6.
Yeah, take your final pistol shot if you'd like.
Okay.
Kind of hard to
That's
go from
5.
hitting all the time
Back
to
to rolling bad.
hitting. What'd you get?
A 5.
5. The next pistol shot, next Eldritch Blast, both going wide, not finding their target. That'll finish Karina's turn.
Relax. Breathe.
Warren, you are up with Melody on deck.
Yep. So with this guy in base with me, I assume I would have disadvantage on my ranged attack.
You would, unless you have the feat to avoid that.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Working on it, but not many feats at level
You can
1.
spend 2 AP to make
But
it a
that's what-
regular roll.
And that's what I was gonna do.
Okay. Yep.
But this time I've got the pistol because I'm not taking the time to reload the big one.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
pull out my pistol. I'm gonna move Hex first.
Okay. He is now
So
hexed.
he's Hex now. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll roll my to hit. That's another 18. That's plus 3 to hit.
21.
So,
That'll be a
21.
heavy hit. So you get 1 extra
Well,
D4.
what about the bless? Do you
An
have
extra
bless?
D4 plus a D4 for bless, right?
Yeah.
Well, a D4 to roll for bless on the attack roll. Yeah.
Oh. So if I roll a 2 on that, it's a critical or
No. So
or it's just a hit. So I already hit with
yeah, but you're going for heavy.
Oh yeah,
versus-
Yeah,
that's right.
Going for a heavier hit.
Hey, that's 4. So 25. Then
Yeah,
hit,
that'll be brutal. So you
Nice.
get 2d4 of damage on top of your regular damage.
plus a D6 for Hex.
Correct.
Oh hell yeah!
So and that's a D yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's a D10 to shoot with too. So all right. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. I rolled all, so my other 3 bonus dice were all 1s. And I rolled a 10 off my D10 though. So that's 13.
13.
Yeah.
You kind of like the pistol goes off and kind of takes away part of their face and jaw. They look very rough.
Man, they're still up.
Uh,
After that.
Then I will take,
You have 2 AP left.
okay, then I'll
No,
take
you-
another,
No, you have 1 AP left.
1 AP
because
left,
You moved Hex.
yeah. So that would be with triple
Disadvantage.
disadvantage or,
Yeah,
it's
it would
close
be
to
with
me.
triple
Yeah.
disadvantage because you're
Okay.
close. You're at close range.
yep, might as well. No. Nope. Yep. That's 4 plus 3, so 7.
7. Yeah, you like that final shot kind of like wavers and goes right by the guy.
Well, up close.
What I'm hearing is Foreign can't 360 no scope.
No, not yet. I don't have that feat yet.
Level 1 is so much fun. All right, that'll finish Foreign's turn. Melody.
I pink listed the one guy, so
yeah, that was pretty impressive. Melody, you are up with the top of the 4th round coming up with Traumaton on deck.
All right, let me take a strike with my longsword at the guy who's in base with me.
Okay.
Nope, that is a 4 plus 4, so that's an 8.
8, that'll miss. Is the blade going right over him as he ducks underneath you.
All right, let me spend another 2. We'll do another attack. That's a 5 plus 4 is a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, brutal. All right,
got 1 AP left.
I've got 1 left. Can I just shove this guy and try and knock him over?
Yeah, it's an AP to shove him.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll do athletics. That's 13.
That was a 12 for him.
Oh,
plus you have a D4.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, it wouldn't have made a difference, I'm sure. But for this one, let's see.
Well, actually, bless is attack rolls and saves, right?
Saves, yeah.
Yes.
This is a skill check because you're shoving him.
Okay.
But it'll still beat his acrobatics, and I'll give him a dex save. He'll fail his dex save. He trips backwards after getting shoved and is knocked prone onto the ground.
Nice.
So he is knocked prone and on the ground.
Sound. That's the sound exactly.
Yeah, that sound that Traumaton just gave us. Yeah, you can always count on a Traumaton to giving us some cool. What do they call those guys that used to like make sound effects?
Oh yeah, not the gaffers. The
I can't think of their name right now. I was just talking to someone about them the other day. That'll take us to the top of the 4th round. With a Traumaton, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
Okay. Trauma wants to see if he can bind the guy that he had persuaded to surrender. Just
I will say it'll cost you 2 action points to do that.
Okay, I will take care of that. That's fine. Do I need to roll
You
for that?
You do like a where's?
Oh no.
Oh, your mic died again.
it worked for so long.
Damn it.
It's still not
Can you
coming
hear us
through
still?
yet.
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, yours wasn't working at all.
So it's 2 AP for you to bind him, and we'll say you kind of you do it like a Wall-E style robot, where you just kind of like zip around him, bind his legs and arms, and you just kind of plop him onto the ground. So you have 2 AP left.
What is the closest guy to me that I have that I didn't bind? Can I make it to him in 1 turn?
There's a guy that's prone that Melody just shoved over a chair.
Okay, I'm lawful evil. I'll beat the crap out of that guy. I don't care.
That'll be an AP to move into base with him. You have 1 AP left. You have advantage on this attack roll because he's prone.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
Go for it.
Let me pull it. All right. Ooh, I hope that... Well, I can't do worse than that one, so... All right, that is a 21 to hit, which is good because my first roll was a 1.
And it's heavy, so you get an extra D4 on your damage roll.
Well, and would Bless do anything?
Oh, yeah, D4 on Bless for your attack
You're
roll.
going to fold like it's something.
I got a 3 on my bless, so that'd be
24, just shy of brutal. So you've got the D4 for heavy and your normal damage.
I do it because I'm keeping
Good
track
call,
of my rage.
From
with
Air
a,
Trio reminding
with a
us that
D10
Bless
hit.
is up. Even though I've got cool markers on you that say Blessed, just saying.
Bless
Oh, I didn't
actually-
realize that. Oh, that's cool.
This is actually like such an awesome spell in this,
And especially in a low level situation,
Yeah.
that D4 makes a big difference.
Yeah.
What's your total damage at Traumaton?
I'm rolling, so give me a second. That's 7 plus 6, 13.
13. This guy's now looking very rough as your flail, your kind of arm flail hits up into his chest area, and he is looking rough. That'll finish a Traumaton. The bad guys are up. Air Trio, one of them is going to move out of base with you to get into base with Melody. You have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Should I just, I'll spear him.
Go for it. Yeah.
All right. $19.
19 will definitely hit. It's not heavy, but it hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Would it be heavy if he? Oh, you're not blessed.
No, he's not blessed.
So that's
he picked other targets.
4
to be
points.
blessed.
4
Nice.
points.
Nice. You kind of like, as he runs away, you kind of slash your spear at him and catch him in the arms, slicing open his bicep. He'll get in range with you, Melody. Use an AP to attack you.
Right.
That is a 12.
Misses.
Next AP, he'll spend his last 2 AP to attack you again. That is going to be a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
What's your armor class?
18.
Okay, so it's not heavy. That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
I am down.
Melody will go down. Ooh, he's out of AP, or he'd probably try to finish you off. Thorn, the guy in base with you is looking very rough, but he is going to attack you. That is a 12. That'll miss.
Yep.
He will spend 2 AP to attack you again. That is going to be a dirty 20 that time.
Yep, and that's brutal because our AC 15 here.
Okay. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage to you. And then he's going to spend his last AP at double disadvantage. I rolled 2 3s and a 14. That's going to be a 6. If I had gotten 3 3s, that would have been a critical.
Yeah.
That last one on you will miss. He's bound. This guy's going to spend his AP to get up. He's going to spend another AP to take a slashing strike at you, Traumaton. That is going to be a 13 to hit. That'll miss. He'll spend his last 2 AP to make another attack. That is going to be 10. That will miss as well. Traumaton with that heavy AC. Air Trio, you've got the first attack coming at you. That is going to be a 22 on that one.
Yeah, my AC is 15, so
that's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
That's going to be 9 points of slashing damage as Air Trio goes down.
That means Bless is broken.
Yep. Bless is now gone.
That's you.
No longer concentrating. Let's see. Since you are now unconscious. Oh, no. He spent all his APs to make that. No, he's got 1 AP left. First one was regular. 2 AP. This is going to be... You're prone, so he has advantage, but he has double disadvantage. So this is going to be a disadvantage shot at you, Air Trio. That is a natural 1. As he goes to finish you off, he misjudges, and his sword is now stuck and jammed into the floor.
Oh, awesome.
That was epic.
Yeah.
That'll finish the bad guy's turn. This guy is bound, so he cannot do anything. I'll treat him as stunned. Karina, you are up. Both Melody and Air Trio are currently down and unconscious. Thorn and Traumaton are still kind of managing who they're attacking.
Do I death save throw?
Nope.
Not yet. Not till the
Not yet.
beginning of
Okay.
your next turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, you're good.
And a part of me does just want to go upstairs and hide.
That's so level 1. That's
I'm
so
sorry?
level
Look,
1.
Be right back.
I love it.
If you can get
But
this son
I'm
of a
afraid
bitch off of
that
me,
if we win, I won't get I'll be level 1 and everybody else will be level 2.
if you can
So
get
that's
this
the
son of a
only
bitch off me, I can take care of the rest of them.
Okay.
Oh, you can take care of the rest of them.
Yeah, I can take care of the rest of them.
Okay. Am I still hidden? Like, have they not noticed me?
No, they notice you now, but they're all fully engaged with other targets.
Okay, then I'll move towards Melody to try and like get in the way of the person who is, and hopefully the fact that I'm maybe jumping, some would say athletically at it, will give me some advantage.
As you move in the base, oh, Tally, you've come so far from your beginning session so many years ago. Now you're just trying to exploit me constantly.
Okay, so do I get any kind of advantage for surprise?
They're where you're there. Unfortunately, you do
Yeah.
not, and they cannot be surprised.
Damn it. Okay, well, I tried.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
one
think-
AP. That was 1 AP to move into base. You got 3 AP
Oh, never mind. Can I stay back where I was?
left. Sure. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Which one? This one? Or this
The one next to Melody.
Okay. Eldritch Blast or with your palm pistol?
I'm gonna start with the palm pistol.
All right. Go for it.
I'm rolling really bad today. That's an 8.
8. That's going to miss as the round ricochets off the floor near his feet.
Okay. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, 19.
19 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay, 7.
7 points of piercing damage. The Eldritch Force Blast hits him in the shoulder. He's starting to look rough. He's taking some damage.
Okay.
You have 2 AP left.
Okay, now I move forward to try and get him away from Melody.
Okay. You got 1 AP left.
I'm gonna do another gun and spell combo.
You have 1 AP left. So
Uh,
it's either the Eldritch Blast or the pistol. And both are going to be at disadvantage because you're in close range. You're in point blank range. So you can technically stop here and avoid the disadvantage.
Okay, then I'll avoid the disadvantage by stopping
Okay.
there.
Go ahead and either
So,
Eldritch
well-
Blast or pistol shot. Your choice.
You just avoid the double disadvantage, or unless she switches back to
No,
the other
because
one.
remember she moved.
Yeah.
She
Eldritch
moved, so that's
Blast.
not concurrent.
I'll
The
try.
only time attack disadvantages kick in is if you keep doing it over and over again.
Gotcha.
If you attack, then move, then you don't incur the disadvantage.
So if I did like a longsword attack and then a headbutt, would that be 2 concurrent attacks, such I get
Correct.
disadvantage?
Correct.
But if I had a gun and I had a spell that attacked, I could do those back and forth.
correct,
and that
because
would
they're
not be
2
an
different
issue.
attack types. Yeah,
Okay.
and they're not considered concurrent. It's only if you do a ranged spell, that second ranged spell would be at disadvantage because it's a concurrent effect.
Okay.
Okay, well, Eldritch Blast it is.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That's a 13.
13 will unfortunately miss as the force beam goes right by the person that you're attacking.
Can I just say something to Evil real quick? As a
Sure.
free action? You useless bird!
While everyone else hears the cawing sound, I'm kind of old, so my eyes don't work so well, but I'll try better next time as long as you don't die. So when it says that to you, all everyone else hears is just like the cawing noise of a crow. All right,
I need
Thorn,
that.
you are up with Melody on deck.
Yep. So I'm gonna attack, straight attack again with the pistol. So
All right.
using 2 AP to
Go for
hit
it.
him. And he's still hexed, but that's not
He
gonna
is.
hit.
Your
Yep.
pistol going off in his ear, but not striking him.
because that was a 6. Yeah. Then I will roll. I will, with disadvantage, take a second. So this is my next 2,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
AP. So with disadvantage, try him again.
Yep. Instead of double disadvantage.
Wow, man, that's 20 and a 13, so it's 16.
Oh.
16
It's a
will
16,
hit. Yeah.
but it was
will
a
hit.
20 and a 16. All right, so yeah, the 16 hits. So let me get my D10 plus my D6 for hex, and that's 7 total.
Nice.
So 5.
Yeah,
hit,
as your
2
first
necrotic.
one misses, you kind of realign, and you crack it off, and it hits him in the throat. He flies backwards and lands on the ground dead. I'll finish your
Nice.
turn. Melody, give me a death save if you would, please.
All right. That's 14.
14, that's 1 success. I'll finish your turn. Top of the 5th round, Atramaton, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
Okay. I want to keep attacking the guy that's directly in front of me.
Go for it.
All right. Oh, that sucks. The first one is like a 6. I'm sorry, an 8.
8, that'll unfortunately miss as your huge flailing arm comes across. He ducks underneath it.
All right. I will go ahead and invest 2 to try another attack at regular. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Can I go ahead and invest all 3 to do a second attack at advantage?
No, you can only, the max you can spend is 2.
Okay. All right. I'll just do 2 to get a standard roll then.
Go for
and
it.
leave my 1. All right. That actually did pretty well. That's a 24.
24, just shy of brutal. Go ahead and roll damage with 1 extra D4 as it's a heavy hit.
All right. Okay, that is 10 plus 5. So that is a total of 15.
15 points. You watch as the flail comes across, gets him in the shoulder and the side of the head, and he drops dead to the ground.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay! I'm going to record this. Sorry,
Which
I'm
means you
using
have
a
1
D10
AP
to
left.
I'm probably going to end up moving. Let me get back to string here so I can see. Can I kind of flank around to this? The one that's attacking Eretrio, can I just kind of get in base with that guy?
Yep.
Yep, that's all I want to do. I just
All
want
right, I'll finish your turn. That'll definitely get his attention. He'll turn towards you and make an attack roll. That is a 13 plus 3 is a 16.
Nope.
He'll spend 2 AP for a regular roll. That's a natural 1. So his second blade is now stuck in the ground.
Nice.
And I'll say that exposes him to you for a free reactionary attack. Go ahead and make a melee strike, if you would, please, Atramaton.
4 dice. Not quite.
Maybe you should just play on the floor, man.
It wasn't quite. I caught it like as it was rolling off. That is a nat 20 though.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. What's the max damage your weapon does?
It is a D10 plus 4, so
That's
14.
going to be 10. Go ahead and roll another D10.
All right. That's 5.
So that's 15 plus 4 is 19 points of bludgeoning damage. As you swing around to his other side, get in base with him, and then he turns to attack you. He goes to slash at you. His blade bends along your frame, gets stuck in the ground, and he's looking up at you just as your flail comes arcing over, crushing him in the face as he drops dead.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
All right. This guy next to Melody, he will see this guy bound. He'll look around, see no one else. Oh, yeah, he's going to throw a dagger at you, Karina. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, my armor is 12.
So that's going to be an extra D4 since it's heavy. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage from the dagger.
Yikes.
He will then spend an AP to move further back. So that's 2 AP. He will then spin around with a hand crossbow and take a shot at Thorn. That's going to be a 15 to hit, Thorn.
Yep, that's my AC.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
Thorn will go down.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
We're okay.
He'll spend, that was
was
1,
3.
2, 3. He'll spend his 4th AP to get to the door frame, to get to like the door threshold, like he's making a run for it. That will finish the bad guy's turn. Air Trio, go ahead and give me a death save if you would, please.
Look like you're doing weird push-ups.
It does.
I
Look what I can do.
11.
11, that's one. That's your first success, correct?
Yes.
10 or higher?
Yep.
All right, first
Correct.
success. That'll finish your turn. Karina, you are up with Thorn on deck.
I can finally do Hellish Rebuke.
Well, we're supposed to do it as a reaction.
Oh, wait, I thought I had to wait until my turn.
No, you had to wait till
No.
you got hit.
Oh, can I do it as a reaction?
Absolutely.
For
We'll play it off as he's like running out the door as your Hellish Rebuke goes off. Is it a con save for him?
It's a Dex 14.
Oh, Dex 14. God, you're going to hate me right now. I just rolled a
No.
natural 20 for his Dex save.
No.
For a 23.
Go
Do
to
you have-
hell, you bastard!
Does
Can I
Hellish
just-
Rebuke have half damage, though? Is it all or none?
Let's see. You point a finger at a creature that damaged you and momentarily surrounded by hellish flame. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 to save. Oh, half as much. Okay, never
Yep,
mind.
go for it.
Thank you for saying that. I was very ready to just.
I was gonna say, I didn't,
Oh,
I
good
didn't
check.
think it was a save or suck, so.
Save or suck.
So that's half of 13. So
Nice.
the upper half.
You watch as the Hellish Rebuke slams into his back as, like, right after he threw the dagger at you and started running away. He's kind of limping through the doorway. He's still up, but he looks very rough.
Can I, as a reaction, just tell my crow to follow him?
Sure. I mean, it's technically your turn now. So you have you have 3 action points. Your reaction cost you an AP.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, go for it. Pistol or Eldritch Blast?
Um,
Okay, those stairs.
or I'm gonna start with a pistol.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Why? What are these rolls?
Oh,
This
man.
is a 7.
What'd you roll?
7.
7. You watch the round hit the door of, like, the threshold of the door. You have 2 AP left.
Okay. If I run towards him, do I get any amount of advantage, or is it just?
If you run towards him, then your next shot will be a regular roll.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
So if you stay still and take another pistol shot, it's at disadvantage. But if you switch to Eldritch Blast, it's a regular roll.
Okay, I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast this
Yeah.
time.
Go for it.
If you burn another AP, you could do it with advantage, right?
You could do it with advantage if you spend both your AP. Yeah.
Ooh.
And he's already pretty
I'm
rough.
not gonna.
Oh my God, it's like you get the feeling once he's outside, it's gonna be,
Yes.
It's 18. It happened.
yeah.
I mean, it's 12
did you-
plus 6, but I'll take it.
Did you roll with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so regular roll. Okay, yeah, 18 will definitely hit. Not heavy. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's a 3.
3. Oh my God, he's got 1 hit point left.
No.
Can my
He
crow
like
come
he
down
takes
and
that
just
Eldritch
with his
Blast,
beak?
and now he's like kind of limping through the threshold of the door, and he's just like looking over his shoulder at you, and he's like looking panicked, trying to get out of the room.
Okay.
You have one AP left.
AP left.
My free action, I'm gonna tell my crow to go down and gouge his eyes out with its beak.
If you command him to attack, that'll be your final action point to do that.
Okay, crow, go get him.
All right. I think I put a crow in here for you somewhere. Oh no, I forgot. I had to bail because of the audio bug. Hold on, let me get your crow back out. That you hear this? Everyone else hears a crow cawing, but Karina hears a crow going, finally, the jelly eyes are my favorite. It just kind of swoops out of the background of one of the bookcases. And go ahead and roll a d20, Karina, and add a 2 to it, if you would, please.
16.
16 will just barely hit. And you watch as the crow lands on the shoulder of the guys he's trying to run, and he screams in pain and horror as the crow digs out one of his eyes and just kind of totters over and passes out on the ground.
Victory!
Boy, level 1 is a lot of work. You guys are used to hitting a lot.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that was freaking awesome. Let me put us all back
But no
here.
one died.
So with that, both Melody and Eritrea, go ahead and give me another death save, if you would, please.
I failed.
That's 1 success, 1 failure.
I need to roll
Nice.
too.
Foreign, go ahead and give me one as
wait.
well.
Oh, that's a fail.
11. I got a success.
Yeah, 2 successes. So, Karina and Atraumaton, you've got a problem. You've got dead assassin bodies everywhere. Currently, 3 of your companions are in the process of bleeding out. You can see that Eritrea looks the best out of the other 2, but Melody and Foreign look pretty rough. We're no longer in initiative. What would you like to do?
Do we still
I-
have the... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I believe, yeah, what Forn is saying. We still have one other pink potion, right?
Yeah. What
I think
Foreign
if
is
we give it
saying
to Melody, she can...
in his death murmur. You watch as the crow comes flying over to you, mistress, as it slurps down a jelly eye. I think it's best that the shiny pretty boy be raised first. He can heal the others. It kind of flies away. Traumaton, all you hear is caw, 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 caw.
Okay, thank you, Evil. You're not such a useless bird after all.
Yeah, of course I'm not useless. I'm only useless because you make bad decisions. He kind of like flies to stoop up on the bookcase.
Getting sassed by a bird. Okay, I'm gonna bring back your trio.
Okay, so give me a 2d4 plus 2, if you would, Karina, as you pour the potion into Eritrea's mouth.
How much again?
2d4 plus 2. Traumaton, as you watch Karina rush over and start helping Eritrea, what are you doing?
Because I'm an evil son of a bitch, I'm going to go over to Forn and just be like, try to assist him just because he'll never live it down.
Oh,
So
I
just
love
try-
that. You kind of whir over quickly to where Foreign is. Go ahead and give me a medicine check as you do that.
All right. I'm almost certainly going to have to use my D6 inspiration from last time. But give me a
Yeah,
sec.
feel free.
I got a 0 on that. Nope, come here, you. What are you? You are a 12? Yeah, no. That was a 10 on that. So yeah, I'm going to have to use my I assume probably my inspiration. So 10.
Yeah. Feel free. Use your D6.
That's a 4, so 14 total.
Yeah, DC of 12. Foreign, your eyes flicker open to see a Traumaton kind of tending to your wounds as you're stabilized, but then you immediately go back into unconscious as you still remain at 0 hit points. Melody, while that's all going on, give me another death save if you would, please. That's 1 fail, 1 success.
The one I'm dead. It's 16.
Yep, that's 2 successes, 1 failure. Eritrea, what'd you get for your healing potion, Karina?
9.
Eritrea, you get 9 hit points back. You watch as Eritrea is now sitting up, conscious again. both Foreign and Melody are still unconscious. Trio, as you look around, there are 7 dead, leather-clad individuals spread all over the floor in various degrees of
And my down
damage
guy.
and destruction. And the 8th guy, who's currently a tiefling, who is bound and trussed up by a traumaton.
And whimpering.
He's more catatonic than anything else after watching this happen.
So I'll use, because all my spell slots are used, so I'll just use Spare the Dying on both Melody and Foreign.
Okay. So
So
both
that-
Foreign already stabilized. You're actually able to get to Melody first. Melody, you no longer have to roll death saves. You are now stabilized, no longer dying.
All right. Well, should we question this tiefling guy?
That was my plan. I was going to pick him up and just kind of be like, let us talk.
Well, keep in mind, Foreign and Melody are still unconscious at this point. They're just not dying.
Melody is gonna just. Sorry, God. Karina, I need to get used to those names. Karina is just gonna start to move the dead bodies inwards so nobody sees anything and just kind of
you
put
like
them in the pile.
You close the door. Karina's spending the next few minutes like grabbing them by the feet and pulling them, into the center of the room and kind of neatly kind of stacking them up. A Traumaton and Eritrea, what are you doing at this point?
With some apologies to Melody, but just to continue fucking with Ford, I'm going to blare my klaxon to wake them up. So
he is unconscious. He is unable to wake up. You're like, your klaxons are going off, and they're loud enough that his hair kind of, what little hair he has kind of blows back. His hat kind of tilts back from it, but unfortunately, he is unconscious still.
Do we just need to
Stable,
sleep?
but unconscious.
Because no one has anything that can heal us. So
Yeah.
do we just? What happens? You just have to sleep, and then
Level 1, baby.
Can I kind of look through the bodies at first just to see if they have any other pink spells on them?
Yeah. Pink vials. I love it. Give me an investigation check, Karina, as you start rummaging through the bodies. Eritrea, what are you doing with your time?
I walk over to the tiefling and I want to start asking him questions.
Okay. He's currently trussed up, looking up at you with big, wide eyes. Definitely looking pretty intimidated already.
So, buddy, what brought you freaks here?
Well, I mean, there's no reason for name calling, but I can appreciate the candor of what you're saying. Shall we say money and opportunity? How's that? If you let me go, I'll just say that you all died, and you'll never have to worry about this again. Just let me go, please. Please let me go.
You must play me for some sort of moron. Well,
No, I'm hoping you're a moron, but clearly I've misjudged you. Please, if you reach into my front pocket, there's a couple gold coin. You could take those, and you could keep those, and I can go my way.
I go through and kind of fully search him.
Yeah, give me an investigation as he's like, oh, well, no, that's not a pocket. Be careful.
14.
14. You find the 3 gold coins in his front pocket. You also find a folded parchment message in his other front pocket.
I read it.
You kind of peel it open and begin to read it. It doesn't seem to be addressed to anybody in particular. It merely is a sketch of the estate that you guys are currently on. And there's a written kind of single sentence at the bottom. They are there, take them out, and you'll be paid well. No one signed anything. It's just this kind of neutral looking message that they clearly had.
is there any, can I do like an insight check to try to decipher like what type of, if the handwriting seems recognizable to anyone we might know, or
Yeah, give me an insight check as you
Insight
continue
check.
to examine the note.
Come on. 23.
Nice. The ink is smudged. The parchment itself is kind of weathered. Whoever did this did it in a hurry. You don't recognize the writing, but it's very clumsily done. And whoever did it in a hurry, as if reacting to something.
I fill in my awake compatriots on this news that
Okay, you start.
this is a rush job, so they must have just found out we were here.
Can I stomp over to where Retro is with the trust up guy?
Sure. Oh, jeez. I was just telling your friend here, if you just let me go, everything will be fine.
Criminal unit on notice. At present, unit protected by social convention, having surrendered to security unit. If unbound, laws convention no longer applies. And then I just decide to start spinning my claw hand.
What is he saying? I don't think I understand. What? Oh, he's saying to let me go. Yes, let me go.
No.
That's fine.
Incorrect.
You're not saying that?
I am recommending we arrange to have the house security take this unit into custody.
No, you definitely don't want to do that. That's going to be bad for all of us. I can assure you.
Why?
Would you?
I kind of
Worse than.
We were a part of a larger group. There's another group that's supposed to take out the rest of House Loomis. Somebody's making a move tonight, and we're supposed to be a part of it. And we weren't really planning on you guys being here. There was supposed to be somebody here, but it wasn't supposed to be you. We were expecting easy targets, and whoa, no, it's you. So here's the thing. You're not really in the middle of all this. If you let me go, I'll convince the others that I know will be coming here shortly to, say, hey, Flamekeeper, you did great. Here's your payment. And they're going to be wondering where I am any moment now because, they were expecting this to be an easy job. Therefore, I'd be looking for them or them looking for me. I don't know for sure, but just let me go. You guys go hide, go do your thing. Let me go. I'll just say, oh yeah, our targets are dead, blah, blah, blah. And then everything will be fine. We're all
Will
fine.
they not question why 8 of your companions are dead?
That probably won't bother them because they don't get paid. You get my meaning?
Hey, Karina, do you have a way of alerting your staff quickly of the happenings, or have you put out any sort of warning yet?
First thing first, I got 20. I got nat 20 on my investigation plus 5.
You managed to set aside while investigating their forms. You collect 7 daggers and 7 short swords. You also managed to collect 32 gold and 12 silver.
Oh, nice. And any healing potions?
Unfortunately, none of them had potions on them.
Oh. Wait, how much again?
32 gold and 12 silver.
32 gold. And how much swords and daggers?
6 short swords and 7 daggers.
And is there any other papers on them, or just
You get the feeling that the guy who's dressed up might have been someone that is responsible for communication between the groups. The others felt definitely more formidable, while the one that's trussed up, the tiefling that's lying on the ground, feels like kind of a messenger type, or someone who's not really like supposed to be in the fight itself.
Okay. Well, do we have any kind of communication system, or is my only way to reach out to them to physically go there?
Yeah, physically go there. Maybe call for the Loomis guards are possible.
Calls for the Loomis guards?
There's state Loomis guards that patrol the grounds.
Yeah, I believe I can try to contact the Loomis guards. Other than that, our only option would be to try and run there as fast as we can. Are you able? Can you fly?
Trio's like, fly. Two of our friends are out cold, and I'm.
Actually, I do have wings.
Well, when I tried to wake Thorn up with my klaxon, would that have alerted any of the guards?
It's possible. It might have. So far, none have arrived.
I don't know if we want to alert everyone to our presence, honestly. It seems like there might be more coming. They might come to us, and I don't think we can handle another attack like this. I think we might have to try to go to the main hall as fast and as discreetly as we can while carrying those who are not conscious at the moment, and hopefully either the guard station or the main house will have some healing potions for them too.
I think that is a smart plan.
So who's carrying Thorn and who's carrying Melody?
Oh, I'm definitely carrying Thorn.
Yeah, I'll carry Melody.
Yeah, he watches the Traumaton, goes over, picks up Thorn, and just kind of lazily puts him over his shoulder. Eritrea picks up Melody.
I'm a dense girl. I've got some muscle, so I'm heavy.
What's your strength? What's your strength ability score, Eritrea?
Strength, ability. Where am I at?
I kind of get the feeling I could probably
Plus
carry
1, 12. I'm not that strong. I'm a lean guy.
Yeah. What's your strength, a Traumaton?
18.
You could carry both quite easily.
Yeah, I will absolutely take both.
Yeah, a traumaton.
I would like to. Is there a closet we could stuff this tiefling in and gag him?
Absolutely. There's a couple storage, like storage cabinets nearby. You jam some cloth in his mouth. Bind his mouth.
I want to strip him totally naked too and take his clothes.
Nice.
Why?
Okay.
When did we all decide to become evil? Is this just like the villain?
You never know if we could dress up as this guy. I know he's a tiefling, but
Yeah, you take off his jacket, his leather armor. He's just kind of like in his underskivvies, like a simple linen top and short linen briefs. You kind of drag him over to the cabinet, and jam him into the cabinet, and slam the cabinet shut.
Also, we had 2 other people asleep here. Remember, we had the what's her name and the other person. Can I run upstairs and see real quick, like
Talim and Dravina are on the 4th floor.
I'm gonna try and run as fast as I can just to check on them.
While a Traumaton is picking them up, Eritrea kind of stuffing the tiefling into a cabinet, you race up the stairs and get to the 4th floor hallway. You can see their door is closed and no sign of movement yet.
Weird. Can I do a really quick insight check to see if it seems like unnatural in any way?
You give me an insight check, sure.
21. Why am I rolling good now? What the? This
That's
really?
always the way it works. It's just the way it works. The hallway seems quiet. Like, there was enough noise downstairs, even after the fact. You're kind of surprised that they haven't stirred. Something feels awkward. Something feels weird.
Can I ask Evil to kind of go outside through one of the windows and then check on them through the window?
Yeah, Evil kind of goes with you up the fourth floor. Yes, mistress, I will do that for you. And flies down the stairs, out one of the windows in the back, up the tower and through their window. And you can hear them on the other side of the door. Oh, they're quite cold. I would guess that they've been poisoned, mistress. Yes, can I eat them?
Not yet.
Oh,
Also, they're poisoned. You die.
well, yes, but I'm not affected by poison like you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm evil. I am who I am. But you say.
Okay, I opened the door.
You open it. You can see they're both still in their bed, like they half got up out of bed. And you can see each one were struck with crossbow bolts, and there's strange kind of necrotic ventrals near where the bolts struck them. And they kind of just laid down in awkward angles. You can tell by the way their eyes look and the pallor of their skin, they definitely died of poison.
Jeez. As technically a warlock who is connected with the goddess of death, I have exactly 0 spells relating to it, but may I try to finagle my way into some kind of insight on this?
Yeah, give me an insight check. We'll say Evil comes over and sets on your shoulder. I wonder what happened. Let's find out.
19, that's 23. Why?
Evil's voice begins to shift and change into the other voice. Well, it's kind of looking like maybe these two were the target. Don't you think, sister?
Yeah, I suppose they were.
Yes, remember, it's important that you recognize where you are at all times. If these two were the target, you could assume that somebody is making a play for House Loomis and the Hubatt Corsairs. Somebody's making a major move. Be careful, sister. And then the voice switches back over to Evil. Yeah, can I eat them now? Please, can I eat them now? I'm so hungry. I like their eyeballs. Poison takes a while to get to the eyeballs. I'm sure it's fine.
Maybe later, Evil.
No, I'm hungry. I want it now.
God.
I want the eyeballs. Just take just a moment. Like anyone else here, they're just here crowing like, caw.
I'll get you eyeballs later. Don't throw a tantrum.
You say that. Sometimes I never get the eyeballs.
Can I just check their bodies real quick to see if they were holding anything that feels important?
Travina, her equipment belt is still hanging on the post of her bed. Her rapier is there, and her bandolier of small pistols are there as well. Her backpack is lying on the ground. You can see where Talim is hunched over his bed and like his death throes. His short sword and his pair of daggers are hanging off the bedpost, and his backpack is there as well.
I'm just gonna take all of those things.
It's gonna weigh you down. What's your strength?
I hate being weak. My strength is +1.
So what's your ability score for strength?
My ability score for strength is 13.
You didn't roll that, did you? It's your number, right? It's your strength
Yes, my number.
Okay, yeah. I'll say you can grab either the weapons or the 2 backpacks. If you try to grab it all, you're going to be too burdened to be able to move.
Okay, I'll take the backpacks.
Okay, take it. You put one over one shoulder, one over the other shoulder, and start heading back down. Eritrea, as you finish wrapping up the tiefling, as Atraumaton is now kind of putting Melody and Foreign on his shoulders, you see Karina come back down from upstairs carrying 2 rucksacks, 2 backpacks.
The others were assassinated. Something big is happening. We have to hurry.
Dear Lord. All right, let's get down to the main hall as fast as possible.
As the five of you coming out of the front of the estate tower, you're looking into the dark area of the estate garden. You can see figures lying on the ground wearing the armored colors of the Luminous House. You get the feeling that was maybe the guard that might have been taken out previously. You look down the long garden path that heads towards the main administrative hall of the family House Loomis, their academic hall. They should be in residence there on top of that building structure. Looking to your right, you can see other garden paths going off towards the main gate that you guys used to get on to the estate when you first arrived.
Can I ask Evil to go ahead of us to the level?
Of course, mistress. Yeah. He starts flying up ahead, kind of circles around. Give me a D20 and add a 2 to it, if you would, please, Karina.
And now I roll a 4, so that's a 6.
6. Eventually, he comes back. I didn't see anything, mistress. Things looked all clear as far as I could tell.
Thank you. Okay, I guess we'll keep running into our doom.
I do have dark vision, just if that gives us any advantage.
Give me a perception check as you guys begin to move in the direction of the academic hall.
All right, rolling.
As we're passing by...
16. As Automaton is directly behind you, Atreo, and Karina is slightly off to your left, and that creepy-ass crow circling above. You're able to see a little bit further down the darkened pathway, and you can see 4 leather-clad figures standing guard in front of the academic hall entrance, like they're waiting for something. They haven't noticed you guys yet.
I inform the party that seems like there's more of these leather-bound freaks.
Damn. Okay, let's go try and hide in the bushes, I guess.
Is there any way for us to... You know this residence well. Is there anywhere we can duck out and get cover, or some sort of secret passage that you know of, or anything like that?
Can I do a history check?
Yeah, give me a history check as you start trying to think of all the different locations.
That's a natural one. That's a 6.
You're looking around. You know the academic hall is there. You know the estate tower is there. You've never really had any reason to go on any other part of the property because of your mentor's residence being at the academic hall. You're not entirely sure what else there might be around, but it's a big compound. It's a big estate. There could be other buildings. You're just not sure.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Eritrio, is there what you're in the guy's livery, right?
No, he didn't put it on. He just stole the clothing.
I just stole it, yeah. But I stole it with the intention of potentially using that. So
all right. So Trouble wants to kind of get you and Karina like off to the side. He's got an idea.
Uh-oh.
It's like
Non sequitur. Non sequitur.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that Eritrio at some point could show me the map of the estate of the home? Just because
I had it to her.
Just out of curiosity, can I see if it looks like somebody I know? Like, for example, my slightly suspicious mentor?
You don't get the feeling this is written by anyone you know. The sketched map is a map of the compound that focuses on the estate tower, the guest tower. And that's when you read the note and you realize this is pretty much proof that they were after Talim and Draveen. They were obviously the targets. The other group that Eritrio kind of pointed out, because you guys are hunkered in the gardens right now trying to keep out of line of sight, maybe they have different orders to go after the Loomis family itself. You're not entirely sure. but this feels like a pretty well executed and very expensive power move, not only on House Loomis, but potentially on 2 agents of the Hubatt Corsairs.
Okay. Thank you.
So, if I'm able, I wanted to talk to you two and just kind of be like, Unit Eretrio, you acquired livery of attacking units, correct?
Yes, that is correct indeed.
Suggestion, don livery, Unit Karina, attempt to follow from the shadows, pass me off as household utility droid you are able to commandeer, see if we are able to make our way through the Corsairs at the gate.
Oh, they're definitely not Corsairs.
Or whatever. The baddies.
The enemy
assassins.
units. The enemy attack units.
The bogies.
It's possible. I mean, we are risking the option that they're not just instructed to kill anyone they see. Even if they believe you, they might still kill you just because you're a witness.
I'm willing to take the risk. I don't think we have many options right now. I can be persuasive.
Oh, I'm very happy to be in the bushes and in the shadows. You guys have fun.
So at this point, Thorn and Melody, you've had the equivalent of a short rest. So you can now burn a short rest option, and that'll bring you back to consciousness.
Oh, fabulous.
So it took them a while to kind of, Karina going upstairs, the tiefling being shoved into a box, searching all the bodies and all that fun stuff.
Can we mark up a short rest for ourselves to get our hit points?
No, unfortunately, you were doing a lot of activity.
Cool. All right, then. Worth a shot.
As I kind of come through, like, what the hell's... Oh. Let me down, you big rusty bucket of shit.
Unit backwater idiot, you owe me. And just kind of drop him.
Idiot, you owe me.
What are we doing in the bushes? It's kind of dirty out here.
Meanwhile, like Melody's covered in blood and viscera.
We've kind of filled them in on what we've recently found.
So everything that they've experienced so far, they take a few moments, like 5 minutes, to kind of fill you and Foreign in on everything that's happened. Currently, you guys are hidden in the bushes relatively well, looking down the garden path at 4 of the assassin types lingering in the front entryway of the Academia Hall.
Can we just sneak away? It seems like the Academia Hall maybe is under attack. Can we just get off the grounds?
The gated entrance to the garden is about to your right, about 100 feet. That would take you back out into the Corspire pathways that eventually could lead you to the gondolas or other parts of the Corspire.
Whatever is happening right now is big. We have to warn as many people as possible. Otherwise, who knows what tomorrow is gonna look like. Not just for us, but for really the entire level, and whatever levels below are influenced by it.
I mean, it seems like the attack is already underway, right? If there are people waiting outside.
Foreign
Can't be too late.
starts reloading his big gun.
Do any of you guys have prestidigitation by chance?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait,
I
I
have
forgot
light.
something.
Uh-oh.
Have I seen what the tiefling looked like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have a
you
good
gotta
idea
show
of what the tiefling looked like, sure.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to the side real quick and do a minor illusion spell. And I go to the side, and then I change myself into the tiefling.
Okay. You now look like the tiefling.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Convincing, right?
I hand over the tiefling's clothes to her. You should probably wear these.
I guess I'm still in a dress. Does anybody have like?
Well, I mean, your minor
just maybe
illusion
the
would
tiefling.
make you look like the tiefling. So
Well, I
okay.
think it's a minor
not
illusion
really-
in quotes.
Yeah, it's air
Yeah.
quotes. Minor illusion, yeah.
Yeah, it's me trying to pass off the fact that I'm a changeling without them realizing.
Oh, I love it. She even fooled me. Yeah, that's perfect. Which means you are automatically wearing clothes that look like you
Oh,
look
cool.
like the tiefling.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, you look
Oh, awesome.
exactly like the tiefling.
Neat trick. Let me go with you. And I'll use my disguise self, hex magic,
Okay.
to pull off as one of the other guys, one of the other killers.
Okay.
Not one specific, just the shrouded,
Yeah, just the kind of black leather armor, the shrouded cloak like cowl and all that stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
make my-
whatever
Can I-
plan involves me not being the only one within stabbing distance.
Yeah.
So the
Can
three of
I,
you remaining in the undergrowth of the garden, Karina and
Awesome.
Thorn, where are you heading off to?
Also, can I just give them the bags and let them know if they have a chance to look through them real quick and see if there are any clues?
Okay.
I'm curious. Can I? You said they're just wearing black leather armor, right?
Yeah, just like very simple black leather armor, black leather
Right.
pants, boots, cloaks.
Okay. Can I take one of the cloaks and just try to like really haphazardly like shove myself into it? Like I'm gonna try to do a persuasion or a performance check if any of them asks me.
A
Uh,
robot.
it's going to be a pretty high DC if you try to pull it off.
I mean, this is a like, hey man, maybe we run into a stupid guard, or if not, like, hey,
Rusty,
if anybody
don't worry
caught
about
me,
it. Let the professionals handle this. Come on, Karina.
Well,
professionals at what? Dying.
actually, yes. It's the last campaign.
Casting so much shade.
Okay, well, I'll try to have my mentor's crow let you know if we find any entrances on the side that you can sneak through. Until then, if you happen to find any robes lying around, maybe you can go that way as well. We'll see what happens. Just gonna.
So, Air Trio, Automaton, and Melody, give me stealth checks as you
Oh,
remain
my
behind in
bad.
the garden.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
How are we thieves?
I'm not a thief.
I got an 11 on stealth.
Okay.
What did I get? I got a 6. No, I'm sorry. I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Nice. I mean, as Karina and Thorn step out of the undergrowth, there's like from the angle as you leave, you're like they're all exposed. Like you could see, like Eritrea is just too tall for his own good. So you can see the top of his shoulders and his head. You can see Melody's horns, like curling and sticking up out of the garden line, and clearly. Traumaton feels that he's well hidden, and you can see his giant metal hulking form with a very like a cloak attached to it, and you could just hear him like behind a set of garden plants that like you're about to step away, and you're like, there's just no way if anyone comes by here, they're gonna see these guys.
Damn it, you guys! Go back, lie down a little bit.
Go back to the house. At least we
Like
know
the
the house is
sparseness
empty.
of the garden area is the problem. Like there's just not enough cover.
Go back to the house. We'll come back there when we find some information.
I would rather they were close by, in case we get another fight. It's too early in that campaign for me to die. I don't want to die a level 1. It's too sad.
You're just afraid you've sold your soul.
Not the time for this conversation, man. And also, I'm here with the wizard. How dare you?
How dare you judge me?
I would know a little something about that. As it stands, how the hell are we going to hide this?
What if we pretend to be your prisoners?
Maybe we can pretend that there are prisoners.
Oh,
I mean,
well.
That was Trumba's suggestion when you were unconscious is try to pass me off as like a loader unit or whatever that you're stealing for all the crap you got, because you're not hiding.
Well,
like disguise me as a different kind of robot. Don't try to smuggle me out as like a stealthy thing.
Keep in mind, you're a Warforged. They're going to know you're a Warforged.
Yeah.
So if they're familiar with Warforged, they would have some insights into understanding of Warforged. While maybe most people never get an opportunity to run into a Warforged, the only common gearwork constructs are usually made by gnomes or arcane wizards that create these clockwork structures. And you don't really look like a clockwork creature. You come across as a sentient creature. So that's going to be a tough one to pull off, but you could try.
Honestly, our bets are already hedged against us. I think they might have to find another way in. Maybe that's a good thing too, since too many might draw suspicion, and also because if something is happening, we will need as many like alternative routes as we can get. And I think they seem capable of not dying. They seem strong. I don't know them very well, but I trust them. Ish.
Well, look, if you
Also, what do you guys want to do?
If you just want to take these 4 guards out, why am I even bothered with the disguise? I can take 2 shots before they may have a chance to come upon us. If somebody else can fight with a distance, perhaps we could take all 4 of them out before they have a chance to make a notice. But I can tell you, my weapon's going to make one hell of a racket. And if you're really trying to wake anybody else up down here, this could be some good things or it could be some bad things.
We barely survived the last encounter, and I have a feeling that they did not send their best to deal with us. I say let's put it to a vote. What do you guys want to do? Do you have a preference between those routes?
I think we actually... Go ahead.
Saying a Charmaton may not look it. They're decently fucked up. Like I'm at 9 out of 16 hit points, so like I can take a few hits, but it's my armor class doing all the work there. It's
This is a pretty charismatic, persuasive bunch, I think. If we have a good story, maybe we could talk our way through.
Okay, are you guys okay with pretending to be our prisoners?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll take out some rope and lightly bind their wrists.
Okay.
Miserable.
Give me a deception check, Thorn, if you would.
Can we help him?
That'd be certainly great if you could.
Is he frozen?
Oh, can you not?
Yeah, since you're aiding in the plan. That was me that time. That was rare. Okay. That was me that froze that time. Am I back yet?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. My little Wi-Fi warning popped up. All of a sudden, the signal just went bloop, dipped out. That was weird.
So the deal is like that help is just a +8 now or something, right?
No, we didn't add that to the.
We didn't do that. Okay.
No, that's DC 20 rules.
Okay.
We didn't add that. It's still advantage on the roll.
Okay. Okay. That's deception.
Yeah.
That's 5.
5.
The first roll was a 1.
Oh,
the second one was a 3.
I have a +6 to deception.
Yeah, you can make a deception roll.
+4 as
well.
well.
Yeah, I have a +5.
You time up.
Wow, that was a nat 2. That was an 8.
I shit you not. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Brutal.
It's like the rope falls off as Foreign does it. You know, he's trying to do it loosely and just can't quite pull it off without them.
What is the DC? Is it higher than an 8?
Probably.
Well, you're establishing the DC of their insight. So you want to get a high deception because as you try to pull this off, they're going to insight check you. You know they are.
Anybody else wants to try?
I'll give it a shot. Give me a sec.
Melody, you can go ahead and give me a deception check as well.
All right, and I'll add my inspiration.
Okay.
All right. I don't have any inspiration. I got a 16 on that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
12 plus 4 if it makes any difference.
7 plus 5 is 12. Oh, plus 6. So I got an 18.
So between Atraumaton and Melody kind of taking over, they tie up Eritrio's hands. Atraumaton gets his. Well, he can't really be tied up. He's a mechanical creature. So we'll say Atraumaton, with Melody's help, then fashions the loose ropes around her hands. And you guys are kind of already looking rough, anyways, from the fight. So definitely would kind of pull off the illusion or the probability that you were taken prisoner. Your odds are better at this point with that deception of 18.
Oh,
Corinna, you know this place better than I do. You lead the way.
okay. The halfling goes up front, looks really cocky.
Tiefling?
Tiefling.
I really hope you didn't go as a halfling.
I was imagining a halfling, I'm not gonna lie. The tiefling is up.
With Karina in the tiefling form leading the way, Foreign bringing up the rear, and the 3 prisoners in the middle. You guys begin to just very casually start walking towards the front entrance of the academic hall where the 4 guards are, or the 4 dressed in leathers are. As you start getting closer, Karina, one of the guys starts looking at you strangely, and then it's Flame Taker. I got this. You watch as the guy approaches you. You can see he's got a mask on over the lower half of his face. Flame Taker, the halfling, and the human, the 2 Hubatt Corsairs, are they dead?
Not quite. Thought we could fetch a nice penny for these, huh? Look at that robot. How much money do you think we can get for our one that is a little deprogrammed?
Hey, no, shut up. Yeah, they're dead.
Oh, okay. You're an odd one. You've always been an odd one, Flame Taker.
These were left. This is the leftovers. I don't know what the hell they were doing in there.
I'm really hamming it up with just being like an arrogant prisoner. You slimy bastards don't know who you messed with. And I'm just really, really trying to sell that I'm just like an arrogant jerk.
Yeah, give me.
Shut up, you.
So you guys are standing there giving this very awkward performance. They're all gonna insight check you.
Oh no!
Okay, you're gonna love this. I rolled a 4, 7, a 15, and a 14. That's a 15 plus 2 is the highest roll, which is a 17. Well, one of them just kind of incredulously looks at the captives and the 2 of you. All right, take them to the edge of the cliff over there, the edge of the spire. We'll deal with them when we're done here. We're trussing up one of the academics that we caught. We're going to go ahead and take her with us.
You got it, boss.
I'm not your. What is wrong with him? And they just one of them takes a double take at you. Yeah, just go. We'll meet you in about 10-15 minutes.
As we walk off, can I try and get a perception check and just look in and see if I can see who it is they're talking about?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you walk by the open door.
Oh, that's a good one. So, hang on. +6, right? Yeah, plus 23.
Yeah, you can see that they're currently trussing up. Let me go to the. I don't want to get her name wrong. See that they're currently trussing up Arela Starbloom, the assistant to Karina's mentor.
Well, I wouldn't know her by name, but might know what she looked like, right?
Well, you would know her because Karina. Oh, that's right. Karina never talked about the conversation. So, yeah, I mean, you just see someone that's been trussed up and is sitting in a chair who matches the image on the screen. Long purple white hair, wearing the blue and gold House Loomis armor, just kind of staring back at the five of you as you kind of walk past the main entrance to the academic hall. You could also see 6 other leather-clad individuals inside the hall, like they're searching for something. Some have gone upstairs. There's furniture that's been turned over, drawers pulled out. They appear to be trying to find something at this point.
Can I ask one of them?
Shh.
Shut up and go. Shut up and go.
Hey, sorry, I'm smoking a bit of that spice. Can you remind me what we're looking for?
They all 6 of the guys look out the door and watch you walk by. As you're walking by,
I'm not screaming it. I'm just asking one individual.
Well, you got all their attention for sure.
Okay.
And I'll say they kind of look at you, and as you go by, and they kind of exchange looks. One of them steps away. Flame Striker, you okay? You seem to be acting a little bit weird.
Somebody hit me pretty bad on the head, boss. I'm not really sure what's going on.
I'm not your boss. Why are you saying that? Hey,
I think I need some water.
Kava, is there something wrong with Flame Striker?
Prometon just kind of wants to put up their band heads like, I dare say that might have been my fault, old chap. You see, all of my previous employers have been viciously murdered by this bunch, and I'm in need of some new employment. I am quite well equipped, but, I need a new contract. Would any of
this
you
guy's
be
definitely got an insight check. Hold on.
That's
a natural 1 plus 3. That's a 4. The guys,
I'm actively pushing.
Yeah, it's like there's so much going on. He's just get out of here. Just go. Get out of here. We'll be done here soon. We'll meet you over on the other side of the spire. Just go.
So that's a no on my services, is it?
I'm gonna ding him on the head with my
Yeah,
I think we should just get ourselves away from the people.
Not for the damage, but for the noise.
Right. As you guys finally get out of earshot and eye shot of the academic entrance, you're now in the back of the estate gardens, and there's a second gate that would take you out the backside of the estate and into the paths and walkways of the core spire.
Look, they told us to meet them back here. They're not going to be back here yet. We should just fucking run for it.
Yeah, let's go.
That sounds like the smart thing to do. Let's do that.
Unit concurs.
I don't know, that alternate voice was pretty cool, Traumatized.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's great.
He has a British version. I love it.
If I knock you on the head again, will that happen again? Trauma. If I knock you on the head again, would that happen again? With that
room
voice?
already.
What the hell was that?
Apologies. I did not realize backwater idiot was addressing me. It is called deception. Perhaps you would like to invest a minute.
So you see, though, I grab one of my teeth and pull it out, and I'm gonna look. Is there a tree nearby that if we're on our way out of a garden, right?
Right.
Is there,
I mean, there's some topiaries nearby that would be helpful. Yeah.
I'm just gonna jam it into the crux of a branch
Okay.
As we take off.
Okay. Give me. Let's see if anyone would notice it. You can give me stealth or deception, your choice.
Okay. Probably stealth.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's definitely stealth. That's a 22.
All right. So someone would have to beat that 22 to recognize the tooth is there.
Ooh, nice.
You guys make your way through the garden, open up the rear gate, come off the luminous estate garden, and you're now in the kind of pathways of the exterior gardens that will take you to eventually to the streets of the Core Spire. The administrative buildings still kind of up a little bit higher and behind you. The other guild house residents, including Treshy and the other noble houses, are up here as well. There are shops and nicer domiciles that make up the kind of in-between space of the Core Spire. Currently, the streets are quite quiet. No one's out, which is not unusual for this height of the Core Spire. Most of the activity and entertainment is more towards the middle and the base of the Core Spire. The topmost that you're in right now is mostly the guild houses, the Chandei Quorum, and all the different organizations that run Jrusar from a administrative perspective, as well as like a guild house perspective. Currently, no one is following.
Can I try to do an insight or history check to try and piece together who might be interested in doing this kind of move?
I mean, you don't really need to make much of a check on that. It could be the Wardens. It could be another one of the houses. It could be House Treshy. It could also be the Chandei Quorum. Maybe they've had enough of the Hubatt Corsairs and have had enough of the... It could literally be anybody. It's such a bold move that only the bigger of the organizations would possibly do this.
And do I have any kind of knowledge of just moving around this area, or like... Because
normally you leave the estate and you head for the gondolas. That you usually prefer to do most of your skulking about down below. There was that little incident in the alleyway where you kind of had to bring evil back into existence, which usually costs you a heavy price to do it. So there are other areas that you're familiar with, but there's maybe 2-3 gondola areas that are accessible. This late at night, the one that you use to get up here is the only active gondola. The other ones are all shut down for the evening.
I don't know if it's a good idea for us to take a gondola. I feel like it would just be painting a target on our back.
Can I make a perception check for just hot, like, buildings around that don't look necessarily occupied?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Nope.
What'd you get?
1 + 6.
Yeah, this doesn't
7.
feel like unoccupied buildings would be a possibility. All the storefronts look very well kept up. The residences that you can see look very well kept up. And now you're beginning to hear the light booted feet of the Core Spire Wardens coming down one of the streets. There's about 6 of them. They've got the poles with the lanterns hanging from them, and they seem to just be on a steady path of patrol. They'll come by you in about maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
We need to get in the hallway.
Sorry, I want to be clear before I suggest this. We are trying to get further down, like down to a different spire, or down to from... You said there's only one active gondola, but are we able to see where the others would be docked?
Give me a perception check, if you would, please, Traumaton.
What spire would temples be on?
You would get give me a history check, if you would, please.
My perception was crap. It was a big 3.
Yeah, you're not really sure where the other gondolas would be.
I got a 12.
There are temples on the Airy Spire as well as on the Lantern Spire, but you get the feeling that the temples that you'd be seeking are probably more on the Airy Spire.
Can we get to the Airy Spire from where we are, does it seem like, or no?
It would be a gondola ride from the main gondola that's active.
Mhm.
It would be about a 15-minute slow ride over to the Airy Spire.
Okay.
You mentioned an alleyway. Is there an alleyway where we can hide in momentarily just to be out of sight?
Sure, you guys kind of scamper into one of the nearby alleys just to kind of avoid the patrol that's now about to pass by you.
We could take refuge in the Temple of Suni. That's where I've been staying, but it's 2 gondola rides. It's a ride down to the center spire and then up to the Airy Spire.
Before this is what I'm thinking, Eric. But the gondola rides themselves, are any of these like at a lower? Sorry, the gondolas that we want to take are the locations we're trying to get to. Are they at a lower physical level than what we are? Like, where we have to go like.
There are, like, you're currently in the core spire. The core spire is the biggest of the 5 spires.
Okay.
To the right of the core spire is the Airy Spire. To the left would be the Lantern Spire. The Lantern Spire is more of the entertainment, the hostels, the brothels, the inns, and the taverns, and everything kind of happens over there. The Airy Spire is more of a gateway for the airships to arrive. Normally, they would arrive at the Skyport. Below the Skyport, you would have the Starpoint Conservatory, and then below that, you would have the Ascension's Rise, which is, once again, more kind of guild house-like structures. As where you guys are currently, you're up in the Prism Emporium and the Chandei Chambers levels. This is where a lot of the more this is where the nobility and the Chandei Quorum themselves kind of reside, up in this part of the core spire. The only functional gondola will take you from the core spire to the Airy Spire, and it's a bit of it takes a little while. Once you get there, you would then land like on the Starpoint Conservatory level is where that gondola would take you.
This is I'm sorry. This is my madcap plan. Out of curiosity, before like this is gonna kind of give it away, but you mentioned I could carry Thorn and Melody pretty easily. Retro is a pretty light boy. Could I potentially carry the weight of all 4 companions with 18 strength?
With a very high DC, possibly.
Okay, because I was going to say if we could get to one, if it's on a lower level, I might be able to just kind of like clamp my hand on one of the cables and just kind of ride the gondola rail down to the other level, like with a really high DC.
That sounds like a good way to die.
It's a half-mile drop to the bottom, so it's a risky plan for sure. It's a gutsy plan, but it's not a plan that you could survive if you lose your grip on the cable.
So my background is an urban bounty hunter.
Okay.
So I have dealings. I'm connected with people in the segments of societies all throughout the criminal underworld side.
Right.
For people that I like. So would I have any contacts nearby? Or well, I mean, I ready to roll for it or whatever. But
I would say you do have one contact on the Airy Spire.
But nobody in this in the core spire where we are.
No, the core spire is very hard to infiltrate because of its status and its connection with the Chandei Quorum. In the Airy Spire, Foreign, you would know there is a Goliath that you know that goes by the name of Corin Stoneclaw. He is a beast trainer, and he keeps a residence in the midsection level of the Airy Spire, and he resides there mostly because when the airships make beast deliveries, or if he decides to go down into the Odorlin Wilds below the spires, he's been successful at it. He makes a pretty decent living. You've helped him on occasion smuggle these beasts in and out of Jrusar, and he's become a pretty reliable contact for you.
storyteller. Out of curiosity, I'm also an urban bounty hunter. Can we background? Can we compare our notes and see if maybe between the two of us there was anybody that like on this spire that one of us might know a little bit of? Like I know you said it's hard to infiltrate, but
not on the core spire, you wouldn't. But Automatron, you know of an individual that goes by the name of Ithrin Lightweaver. They are on the Lantern Spire. They own a little merchant shop. And let's see, you've been there before. And her shop is called the Curious Curio, is the name of her shop. She fabricates things. She's a bit of a artificer.
all right. I'm going to try to pass that information along to Ford and just kind of see what his contact is on the other spire, which is a better bet for us.
Well, my contact is the Beastmaster on the area spire, Mr. Stoneclaw. But if your contact there is an artificer, perhaps your artificer might know some work of this person we're supposed to be looking for. Maybe
mine's on a different spire. Mine's on the light spire, not the
Lantern Spire.
The
Lantern
Lantern
spire. I'm sorry.
But we're on the core spire, so we have to leave the spire anyway. I suggest perhaps we go to the Lantern Spire, since we have some measure of a thread in this case, leading towards some kind of an artificer. If I do recall, and I kind of look at everybody else, like, if I do recall, they did say the diamonds that we had was coming from some artificer or were from some make of an artificer. So perhaps that may be our best bet to start tracking down this thread of who, where, and why these diamonds have ended up where they have. Corinna, I'm sorry for your friends, but I'm afraid we cannot stay here.
No, there isn't much good we can do them anyway at this point.
If it's worth it, I would come back here with you sometime and help try and pick up the pieces or track down what may be going on. In the meantime, though, I do suggest we hightail it out of here as fast as possible.
I think you are correct.
I'm
Where
gonna
are you
drop.
guys heading off to?
Well, I'm gonna drop my disguise self, so now I'm back,
Okay.
like, because I'm not trying to look like an infiltrator at all right now.
Right.
And we got to head to the gondola.
Yeah.
We weren't able to find any other ways while my internet was out.
Nope.
A bad idea.
Well, a very creative idea that could be very deadly, but other than that,
Yeah. I could do something really cool that has a high chance of killing us all. But
Can I just do a quick history check about any? I guess I technically already did.
yeah, you pretty much exhausted what you commonly know about this level of the core spire.
Okay, well, I guess I'll keep pretending to be one of the cloaked people, so hopefully they will see that and let us be.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the gondola platform that you originally rode up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
As we're walking up, I'm gonna like bump Corinne and be like, "Look, if you're gonna try and play some other person, perhaps you should listen to the questions asked to you, so don't be some crazy answer. Come on now."
Excuse
Like
me
it's your
for not
first
wanting
time
to
doing
volunteer acting. I am a dark wizard. This has nothing to do with my degree.
Nothing
Sure.
to do.
Well, and he like pokes. I'm gonna make a point to poke your physical being, because Forns is an actual illusion. Like if you were to poke it, you would poke through it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make a point to like poke you and be like, there's more going on to you than you're willing to say right now, but that's another topic.
When you're this good at minor illusion, it's basically real.
D6 inspiration for that retort. That was pretty clever.
That's what she said.
You guys make it over to the gondola platform. The sleepy-eyed attendant of the gondola kind of where would you like to go?
Lantern Spire.
Ah, Lantern Spire, of course. That will be 10 silver, please. Or sorry, 1 silver, please.
There you go, sir.
Takes it all. You feel the gondola kind of shift away from the platform. It's always interesting. You're now going a different direction. Instead of going in a downward motion towards where the Spire by Fire is, where you go more down, you're now going at an angle in a reverse kind of tangent away from the core spire, away from where you can see the Airy Spire, and you're drifting more now down towards the platform of the Lantern Spire. Here, once you get to the Lantern Spire, it takes about 10 minutes.
Well, while we're making that trip, I want to burn my tooth token that I left in the tree.
Okay.
That'll give me sight and sound of where that token is.
Okay.
For 1 minute.
That's fair.
Knowing that there were people going to the garden there, technically supposed to meet us there.
Okay.
So for 1 minute, I've got sight and sound of what's back there. But I'm in a trance on the gondola. That I look knocked out to you, not knocked out, but like just sitting there, eyes white,
Gotcha.
doing the thing again.
As that happens, you feel the gondola come to the platform. The silver ivory gate is opened, and you're now on a level of the Lantern Spire known as the Prakish Pyre. This suddenly shakes your memory, Melody. There is a Dawnfather temple on this level. And you could seek refuge there for the night.
Guys, I know we're looking for this artificer, but we might need to rest. I know there's a Dawnfather temple here. They'll take us in. He's very lawful good. Extremely boring, but very safe.
I turn and look at her like he's not going to pull a sword on me, is he?
I don't think so, as long as you behave.
Well, I was being haved when you put a sword on me.
Did I take a strike at you?
No, but
All right then.
if I get a sword pulled on me, there's likely I'll pull my pistol as well.
Okay, well you have about 4 hit points from what I can tell, so it won't be a problem.
I'm just saying. The same thing that you detected that brought you up to me and asked me questions is the same thing that I get side-eyed for as I pass by temples anywhere I go. Just trying to keep you abreast of the information.
Trauma wants to kind of come up behind you, just lay a really, really heavy, hand on your shoulder. As you're like, your warnings would be more effective if we didn't see how much of a glass cannon you are in real situations.
How much pink mist did you make? None?
A lot. Quite a bit.
Definitely a lot.
Yeah. Good on you.
The pink mist was the one shot obliteration of that dude's whole entire face. And I don't remember anybody else pulling that shit off.
This unit appreciates you finishing off one enemy I had softened. But continue praising yourself. None of us will, I'm sure.
As this conversation continues during your journey towards the Dawnfather's temple area of the Lantern Spire, it's very late at night, by the way, as you've not taken a long rest. And now you're heading towards the Dawnfather's temple. That's going to be a good spot to stop, I think. And when we come back next week, you will take refuge and hopefully make it through an evening's worth of rest. Or maybe this current plan that's executing is deeper than people know. So,
so we gonna get any the scry results, or would that be next time?
that'll be next. That'll
By
be next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get a scry result for that because that'll be good timing wise. Because by the time you guys land at the Lantern Spire and begin to journey towards the Dawnfather Temple, you will then notice the effects of your scry for your tooth.
And
All
not
right.
to be the person, but because we just had our first big fight, do
Yeah.
we go up a level?
Oh no! This was only session 3, folks.
No.
The journey is real.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we hate you.
Oh, I'm good. I am enjoying the
So we'll
challenge.
keep trying to not die.
I don't even get
All right,
smite.
you guys
till
go ahead
level
and linger. Everyone else out there, we'll see you next Sunday. Don't forget, be safe, be kind, and play a game. We'll see you guys all next week. Bye, everybody. So funny. Did we level up?